Hey, welcome back to Métropole Grid. It is the 16th of February, he said confidently, and I'm not alone. We have an interesting stream today. We talked about this maybe a bit last week, and let me tell you, I'm quite excited for this. I'm joined by Ahmad. Ahmad, how's it going?
Denizens of the Grid, is great to see you. I am doing great, and sorry, my Twitch is sending me ads. It's great to see you guys. It's great to be here.
Hey,
Hi, Audrey.
Hey, how you doing? Do you want to introduce yourself real quick, just for those who might not know who you are?
I am too many things. Father, husband, doctor, gamer, a BountyHunterSAx on YouTube. I've been posting card of the day. I've been playing Netrunner since the FFG second cycle or Genesis cycle. Yeah, at the very beginning.
So it's been a minute.
Huge fan.
Cool.
Love the game.
Awesome. And we got something really cool that you put together. Again, this is Grid Draft. We're going to be talking about this and we're going to be flying in it today. In short, what this is, so Ahmad, again, I'm not going to speak on your behalf, but I know you spent a lot of time putting this thing together in the last couple of weeks. It's been, that sounds right, right? It's been kind
Yeah,
of
it's
recent.
only been 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, but this is a really cool tool. For those who don't know, limited format is it's a great way to play Netrunner. I think the majority of people who play Netrunner right now are playing tabletop Netrunner, startup standard, any of those formats. There's a lot of really cool ways. You probably know back in the day, like FFG used to release draft packs for Netrunner, which is like a really wild idea. It's like a plastic thing you could buy that had randomized cards in it, and then you could go play draft, just like in other card games that you might collect. And it's always a treat in Netrunner, and people still have draft cubes, and this is really fun. But this is actually a way to draft online. It's only 1v1 because it's Grid Draft. Do you want to explain what Grid Draft is real quick?
Sure. Let me load a random so I have an image to show off. So you have a card pool of whatever cards you like, 100, 200, 500, things that you think would go well together.
Mhm.
In this case, these are the cards that are in that pool. You lay out a 3x3 grid at random. One player takes a column or row and adds that to their list of cards. Their opponent then takes a remaining column or row, which will of necessity either be 3 or 2 cards.
And
What's really interesting about this is, unlike like pack drafting, you know exactly what your opponent has taken, exactly what they have, and exactly what they need. So I like to say grid drafting is like chess.
yeah,
You know exactly what moves they're playing, you know what they need, and the randomness is only in what's going to be dealt. And who controls the first pick of the grid dictates what slice you leave for your opponent. Like, just looking at my screen here, Beanstalk Royalties and Polana, very, very tasty. But do I really want to leave Jinteki Biotech for my opponent?
yeah.
Consulting Visit's not bad. So many different ways to think.
Yeah, it's super interesting. It has that sort of physicality that people probably enjoy if they're playing Netrunner, a game that cares about space, not only just, text on cards. And so the ability to pick cards and deny cards and that really, really simply tangible 3x3 grid is really cool. Real quick, I just want to shout out, we have some people in chat. Ixran, firstly, how's it going? I didn't say thank you enough from last week where we had that like password pop up and you kind of scrubbed the video. That I was pretty rattled, and I really, really appreciate that. Nice Grid Draft tool. This is Ahmed's put it together. So this is a website that anybody can use right now, right? Like, it's the bar for
Oh
entry
yeah,
here is super, super low. You just need to paste in your cube draft. It comes with a cube draft pool, mind you, so a group of cards. It comes with a couple preloaded. The first two preloaded are the stim hack cubes, right?
that's right. So I have 2 in right now. This 2023 Stim Hack Cube. I'm open to adding more if people tell me these are things that need to be there.
Mhm.
Just let me know. But in theory, nothing stops you from going to Netrunner DB, making your own card
Yeah.
list, linking it, loading it. You're done.
Yeah, and
You
say
can draft whatever you like.
if this is something you want to do in person too, like just having a startup only cube, only rotated Netrunner cards cube. I know a lot of people have those, the old FFG stuff that they don't see play.
Nice.
But that stuff is really good. So we have to give a huge shout out here. Big Unit 3000, Jonas has been posting these. You can find them on Netrunner DB. I'll have the links in the description. But if you just search these up, these are updated cubes for cube drafting, not exactly grid drafting. You can also do this in packs. And both of these are up here. And if you go through the Google Doc link, it's a really good write up to talk about the cards that have come in and up, and this in and out. And this has been balanced and updated all the way up to Parkulian. So you can see cards as new as cards get in Netrunner, but also cards as old as they get in Netrunner, if I'm not mistaken. Like, this spans the whole history of the game.
I do want to give a quick shout out as well. XRM especially, and Pluto as well. Thank you guys for all your help and constant answers to my nonstop questions. What is an API? How do I access this? How do I fix that? How does that work? You guys have kept me going nonstop. It's been kind of great. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so a bunch of work goes into this. I know you have some other projects we might talk about in the near future, but if you want to get this spun up again, I put the link in the description. The link will be down also in I put the link in the chat box. It'll also be in the description. And today, Ahmed, you and I are going to do cube draft. So we're going to draft 2 decks, about 40 cards. Again, the requirements of what we're playing with, just so that we go over real quickly. We're going to be building 40 card minimum decks. The corporation has access to 5 copies of priority requisition, or as many copies of priority requisition, if I'm not mistaken, right?
5 should be as many.
5 should be as many? Oh yeah, right.
Unless you
No,
want to
you need 18.
I don't think you can make 60 cards in.
Yeah,
Right?
I think it's
48
possible.
cards is the most you can draft.
So we have all those, and we have one Jackson Howard, which if you're not familiar with Jackson Howard, it's like a spin doctor, but slightly different. It's the old spin doctor. This is also different from other draft pools. Other draft pools started you with some like basic fundamental economy cards. So if you drafted no econ, you could do something, as much as private contracts isn't really much. And on the runner side, we start with literally nothing besides a blank ID. And that's actually a really, really important part, because if you don't draft an ID, and identities will just be in the pool, you don't have to worry about influence. You don't have to worry about any other text on the card besides its ability. You're just gonna have a blank ID, which, like, excuse me, sometimes you won't have it. Obviously, it's something you kind of want. Even if the ID is bad, it's at least something that you can kind of, to some extent, lean on, and it comes pre-installed turn one, so it's quite nice. I had to go with Grid Draft the other day. It was a fun change. Good job. Yeah, Tanuki. Yeah, this is, again, Ahmad, if you want to find out more about his stuff too, he does streams and you do video content. Again, I've been saying BountyHunterSAx. Apparently it's BountyHunterSAx, and the link again will be in the description. Our Lord and Savior Jackson Howard. The old Jackson Howard is dead. Long live the Jackson Howard.
Man, I had so many custom alt arts.
Oh yeah.
Of various, like, Last Supper with Jackson Howard, stained glass window Jackson Howard.
Yeah, he was super
Mandatory
useful.
3 of every deck.
Okay, so we're gonna dive into it. Again, we've gone through the basic rules. There'll be 9 cards. We're going to take turns doing, first pick, second pick, until we have, I think we're doing 16 packs. Is that right, Ahmad?
Yeah, I like to do 16. I know when I read on the StimHack website, they said 14.
Yeah.
But they were also drafting to 30 card decks.
Okay.
So I feel like you need a few more cards to hit that 40 limit that StimHack Cube wants.
Cool. So we're going to start with the Corp side. And this is actually a funny thing, because you streamed this, mind you, on the weekend with Baremu. You can watch those. They're both up on their websites, or on their channels, excuse me. And you did Runner first and then Corp. And then I mentioned to you, I was like, it's okay if we do Corp first, because classically that's how Draft has always worked when I've played it, is that you do Corp first and not Runner. And then I said that's so you don't get blown out entirely. And then you suggested, like, I'm not actually sure if that's the case. I was worried that doing it the other way would get you blown out. And then I could not come up with like a really solid argument why we should do one before the other.
I'm comfortable doing what's normal.
Yeah.
My thought process, and Ba and I did talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Runners can pick any tech card they like. You know what your Corp is.
Yes.
And it's only one opponent. So you're going to pick exactly the tech that's going to destroy that corporation. So if in general Corps are strong, okay, perfect, you need the help. But in my expectation, Corps are generally not as strong.
Yes.
They don't have click for a run in their basic toolkit. Yeah. They can't just run at the opponent. They have to get the right cards.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, when we did draft, we had a really good competitive game with me as a runner, and an utter massacre with me as the card.
You got medium really hard. No, that's for sure. But you were isolated. Like, I think there's some of the issues that, like, okay, I'm not trying to be like smarmy about it. Like, maybe we could have seen some of them coming to some extent, but like, I don't know. I think you're right that if you're going to see the problems that are presented to you, like if I draft really hard into like tags and meat damage, you have the chance to, like, to get some sort of prevention in. So you're right. To some extent, it's more of an unknown that you're building into, but Corp first seems to be the way. And I don't know. I guess.
And I'm perfectly okay with doing that.
Yeah.
If for no other reason than because I haven't yet. I may have built the tool, but I haven't used it yet.
Cool. Okay, so speaking of how to use it, so both of us, we have the same website open up on both of our computer screens. We do not have to share a screen because it should sync up. So, Ahmed, can you walk us through the workflow here?
Please. Fair warning, there are glitches. This is not a perfect product. If you try to break it, you will succeed. Good for you, etc. First, we choose a game name. We have to choose the same one, caps-wise and everything.
Super important.
What would you like the game name to be?
I've been doing Bandrago all lowercase for a while. Let's just keep that up.
Bandrago.
I don't believe this. I just think it's fun.
Pick the same cube.
Yeah, I'm on 51
so
AE.
51 AE.
Yeah, because we hit next one. So 51 AE, the cube that we're working with, if you want to see all the cards, is going to be the StimHack Corp Cube from 2023 Parhelion. Also, this website is going to show you the remaining cards here. So instead of like jumping back between tabs to see like, oh, is there a chance I'll draft this? We can just kind of see it here. So that's cool.
Load cube.
Do you want to be 1 or 2?
Oh, it doesn't matter yet. Stay on player 1.
Okay.
That's a glitch I haven't worked out yet.
Okay.
If you're player 2 and you load the cube, it apparently hates you. Now we choose players. So would you like to be player 1 or 2?
I'll be.
Oh my god.
2.
I would be 1 on this board.
Yeah, you can be 1. You can be 1. I'll be 2.
Look at this.
Did Bandrago
no
Bandrago?
end of good options.
Okay, so this is the beginning of it. There's no real good place to put our cameras. I guess I'll just zoom out a wee bit. But you're going to see that this website, this tool, keeps all the memory for us. So here on the Metropole Grid, we are player 2. So you're going to see our cards populate in here. Player 1 cards, that's what Ahmad's going to draft. And these are all the remaining cards. You see next to it, it says like age and ass and stuff like that. That's just a shorthand. So you know their agendas or assets or stuff. I think it looks really funny. And then you see, I guess ice all gets through. But the idea here is that Ahmad is first going to click one of these 6 buttons to draft all of those cards in the row or all of the cards in the corresponding column. Then again, it's up to me to hit another button to draft whatever is left in the row or column of choice.
Click and hold to zoom in.
Oh, on the cards?
There's some cards you probably don't know.
Okay, cool. Perfect. So, how's it start? And do I have to replicate what you do, or should it just know it?
My old version we did.
Mhm.
My new version we shouldn't have to.
Okay.
I made a big deal of not knowing how to do servers, and then I learned how to do servers in between.
Okay, so we'll communicate. So,
You may trash code or put a fourth or enter a person. I really want to take bottom row because money, and I really want to take middle column because win condition.
Like win condition as in traps?
Check is boom, game over.
Oh, sure, like that. Yeah, and that's the
With
problem. Is like
code
I'm gonna be
replicator to make the ice
terrified
better.
about check is the whole game. Check is closed.
And middle row is check is plus Urtica and closed accounts. It's
man,
there's so many good ways to do this.
So I have a bunch of like experience playing. Well, not a bunch. I have a bit of experience playing limited formats, and like it's worth knowing in Netrunner limited format it's actually considerably different than anything else than standard. A lot of times I know I draft kind of like value-based stuff. Like you want to have enough win conditions, you want to have all this and all that. I'm not one when you come to like a normal draft and not a grid draft, like pack draft, that'll go on my way to draft an archetype because I always get really nervous it won't come together. And in this format, I think it's a bit easier because half the packs you basically get pack one, pick one, which means you can actually kind of force an archetype if you get at least somewhat lucky.
And pick 3 even, depending on your lineup. Oh my god, I'm having analysis paralysis. Where's that die? Alright. Beanstalk, Sundew, Code Replicator. Now, in theory, that just popped up on your screen.
Yeah, it worked. Picked. Yeah, that's really cool. So it highlighted them, so now I know what it's taken. It also replicates it in player 1 cards. That's what I definitely would have taken. I have no interest in taking ScapeNet, Urtica. I guess like boom, check is probably the most direct win condition, so I'm going to go for it, but I don't love my first pick here. Cool.
Well, but you get a second. And I think I have to hit next turn? Yeah, okay.
That works. Okay, so just to double check, I get from E-key to I-key to Surveyor, like a whole bunch of ice?
We are locked up.
Okay, perfect. So it's working as intended. All right, so it's a lot of ice. Some of the ice is a bit expensive. I'm a big fan here of the middle column. It just has a nice end the run. Viper is just a good ice. Again, there's a chance that you won't have Link, and it has a face check. This was actually like a really nice card to draft unlimited. And Amaze Amusements actually works with so far everything else I've drafted. Ike is like okay, Loki is a bit expensive for what it is. It's not bad, and Spiderweb's good though. But I think I'm definitely gonna take this.
I can go
big ice. My cards say that I have 2 Checkists and 2 booms. Do you see that?
Oh my god, that's not good. Give me 1 second to check something.
Yeah,
I'm gonna download your actual list and see if it's a display problem or if it's a data problem.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, just bear with us for 1 second.
It is giving you multiple copies of Checkist and Boom.
And I have a code replicator, which I didn't draft.
And I did.
Yeah, because it was the empty part in the bottom column, right?
But I did get.
Yeah, you have it too.
Code replicator. I'm gonna say we go to the next grid once and see if it resolves itself. And if it doesn't, we might have to go to the old version.
That's fine. Yeah, we can do it,
guys.
So we PE Andre, I don't think I'll do that. I actually wanted to play that PE deck. It looks fun.
Man, double boom, double check. This would be a very good.
Yeah, that's the code replicator replicating my list. That's actually perfect.
I think I take 2 big ice and hope that I get stuff to support it. So I'll take bottom row.
Okay. So yours seem to be good. I haven't got my options yet. If I hit next, or should you hit next?
You go for it. I can't.
Yeah, my list is not right.
Yeah, it's not correcting.
Nothing
like
protection to find your bugs. Yeah.
Click anything.
Yeah. Let's go Archer.
So
that worked.
Further things are going correct. Here's what I'm going to propose.
Yeah.
We have the game name. Let's go ahead and I don't know if we refresh. Will it purge the? Let's try rerunning this from the beginning and see what happens.
Yo, so if we use the same game name, it's gonna have the same grids.
It might.
Whoa. Okay. Cool.
Because remember, this was built at first from me not knowing how to do servers, and then look for any of you who know coding. This is a Frankensteinian abomination of parts. The fact that it works at all is quite impressive.
No, I'm not at all like this is totally minor. We can
I'm
fix
just
this.
happy that I was able to come up with it in like a week.
So I went back to
All
first
right.
grid. Did you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is what I expected. So I'm gonna draft the bottom row, just like I did.
But I still have
You're
my
gonna
player 2
take-
cards filled in. Should I just exit and re-enter into a new lobby?
Oh no, I refreshed.
Okay. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna...
I refreshed. Yeah,
Got it.
I should actually keep your stream open so I can see. It's whatever.
So load
Hopefully
cube,
locked up.
and then I what do I hit? Oh, I see. Okay, I don't see your picks yet.
Because when you loaded in, it broke for me. Okay, redo. Refresh from the beginning.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Yeah. Okay, let's redo.
Both of us load a cube.
Okay, let me just...
I am in. Are you in?
1 second. I got it.
All right.
Bandrago is all lowercase, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're on 51A. Okay, so I just hit load cube.
Okay.
I'm good to go.
Cards are correct.
I think I'm it.
All right. Bottom row taken. It's all you.
I clicked, and no dice. My button doesn't work.
Are you player 2 or are you player 1?
I'm player 2. Oh,
okay.
That seems good.
Okay.
That seems good.
Next grid.
All right.
So
I took this.
This is the worst. Bugs that I don't know
messed up
why they happened.
It messed up my list again.
Yeah, it did. Okay. Well, at least I know why the bug happened or how it happened.
Mhm.
Now I can worry about fixing it.
No worries.
If you delete
Fire?
fire.html,
Yeah.
we'll go back to the old version.
Okay.
And I don't know that it's going to give us the same grid or not.
Let's find out.
But I'm happy to call it Bandrago.
Yeah.
And just go from there.
You're on 51, right?
Sorry?
51A?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the same grid.
Yes. Good old Mulberry. All right, so we're in the old version, which is fine. I'm just gonna make the same picks. Sundew, Beanstalk.
Okay. So now I have to... So the difference between this older version, it doesn't do any networking. So we just have to replicate. Like in theory, if you screen share, it's easy. But we're gonna do the same thing. So you pick the bottom row.
Which, you know what? Let me now. I've got Twitch on my side monitor.
Hey,
I will go to Metropole.
Please Bootstrap, I'm begging you. I can share you my screen on video or on Discord if you want.
Oh, there's gonna be a stream delay.
Yeah.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Yeah, no, this is fine.
Okay.
So you took bottom row?
Yeah. Yep, bottom row.
So I'm taking Boom and Checkist.
Okay.
Okay, now we both the next grid. So basically we just have to make sure we're on the same page. So I'll take the middle row with wall of static. Or sorry, middle column with wall of static.
And I will take the bottom row. Confirmed.
Bottom row, low key surveyor. Okay, cool. So you go first here. All right, we're now our pod race. Like now it's working. Everything's great.
Okay. Well.
A lot of purple cards. Damn, this is all purple besides Aket.
I'm pretty sure that people like Estelle Moon, but she was in the game after I left it. So let me see what it is. Whenever you install on a server, please.
Nah, she probably doesn't do anything.
What?
She probably doesn't. She's not.
What the hell?
But she's 2 to res.
They printed this?
Yeah. it's currently banned in standard.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah, that's how it works.
The only question I have about it is, does it count itself?
No.
Oh, okay. So if you're not gonna put anything down, then it's not worth having.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
Miss Moon is.
I like the middle column so much.
Yeah.
But not enough to leave you an Estelle Moon.
I'll take her if you leave her. CI combo online, yeah. Really this is all CI combo.
Campaign.
How's it going, Lucas?
It works well with everything. Yeah, we're taking top row, confirm.
That's fine. All right, you leave me with a much worse thing. Restore Aket, kind of like it. Janus, Aket, Eli. So it's worth knowing for those watching is that you barely draft enough cards. So like there's a big chance that I will barely draft 40, which means I'm going to end up playing Janus 1. Can I afford Janus 1? No. Do I want to do 4 core damage? No. But Aket, Eli is like really solid.
If you can, then yes.
All right, I'm going to take the bottom row. You got to watch out for Janus the whole game.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. All right, I'm up first.
I don't predict you being on 15 very long.
Okay, so I currently have 5 ice. We have some agendas on the left and Managarm. Those are both pretty good agendas. Clone Retirement's a bit of a, can be rough. Echo Chamber is like hard for it to be good because generally you only want to pay 4 credits when you win the game. Mother Goddess Tithe is not bad either. Paper Trail is also like in limited, and I don't know if this is going to be in limited, but in limited is actually pretty good because people rely on like, I don't know if Caddy Jones is in here. It's never the worst, and 6 is a lot. I'm going to take the left row, actually, hold on. Tithe and Bastion is good. Now I'm just going to take Clone above and Managarm. What are we getting?
He's not in here. Okay, what did you confirm?
Left
Bastion?
row. So Bastion down. Not Bastion. Sorry. No. Left row. I forget what it was. It was probably really good.
Left row.
It's the one with Managarm. Left column.
I mean, there is no left column. Okay.
I'm bad at column and
So
row.
the 2 agendas and Managarm.
That's it.
Okay. Cool.
Column, yes. I don't know the difference between row and column. Y'all are gonna have to help me.
Let me take a look at my ice suite here.
Yeah.
2 gigantic ice that I will never be able to afford.
Oh yeah. Early survey.
Yeah,
It can't
I'm
be
taking
good.
top row probably.
I think that's good.
Yeah, I think top row is good here.
Yeah. Okay.
I like not knowing the runner. It makes me feel less defeated before I start drafting.
Oh, this is cool. I like this one.
Oh, this is so good.
Just use vertical, horizontal, Ixaron. It's not gonna help me.
That actually sounds more confusing.
I know.
Somehow I've managed to draft no agendas, no traps. So as much as I love Mushin, it would be a perspective choice. Ditto for stock buyback.
Columns Genesis 1990. Do you believe in Diviner? Are you keeping track of how many odd cards I'm gonna draft? That's why you draft runner first, and you'd be like, you only drafted odd cards.
Yeah, I'm actually doing a decent job drafting a little bit of everything here. I think I'm gonna stick bottom row.
Stock to Melange?
Yes.
Cool. All right. I think I probably would have went there. Now,
Okay, good.
I have Mushin, which is kind of fun. I have a Chekist, and that's kind of like, sweaty.
Mushin Chekist.
I think I'd probably take middle. I don't want to play false lead, but I will. Just hate draft the even cards. Yeah, exactly. Now I can force him out into even card only and his archetype.
But I didn't draft the diviner.
No, I know. Now you're allowing me to take all the odd cards. Or sorry, not the odd cards. Okay, QPM. I don't think I can lean on Chekist so much for QPM to be entire archetype. I do have Boom though.
And a Maze.
I think I just take Diviner. It's probably good enough. I don't like it. I'm not gonna pay 7 for Sherlock. I'm just taking the middle row, please.
Middle row or column? Let's make sure.
The one that's like lying down, like a bed.
All right, middle row. All right, let's see where we're at. We are on grid 6 out of 16.
Yeah.
With another 16 to go after that. So we're making good time.
We're making time. Okay, I'm up first, right?
Yeah, it's your pick.
Okay.
Obokata on this board.
Obokata is just like a good agenda to have. I think I like it. Keegan's cute. No, I think I have to take Obokata. Left column is like not bad. Left column's like totally fine. But Obokata is just kind of the best. And once you take 4 core damage, like you can never steal my Obokata, am I right?
You said once I do?
Yeah, once you'll find my Janus, so I'm taking middle column.
I agree, because you can Mushin out an Obo and win the game very easily.
I didn't take Mushin for what it's worth, eh?
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I have to pay attention to what you actually take and then what I would have taken in your shoe. So I'm not doing it, but I have shipment into Estelle Moon.
Oh yeah, no, it's ridiculous. And you have red level clearance.
Like
you can clicklessly install Estelle, then shipment out your like 7 ice in different servers.
Jesus.
But now that's acid spam.
It's in a server, not protecting a server. Okay. So
yeah. No, you need stuff for the server for sure. Obo instant pick and draft. Yeah, any defensive agenda is generally really good in draft. I think one of my pack 1 pick ones at my last like pack draft was like Future Perfect. I think it's just so good.
Loki, Mother Goddess, Tithe Surveyor. Yeah, I think I can't turn down Pulse Tollbooth.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
That gets me a share. So left column. Cool. Confirm.
Okay. You're up. Oh, our first ID. Jinteki Biotech.
Ooh, dang.
An ID, and then once you pick it, you have to draft the other IDs on the back. Lol. But
wait,
it's a flip
you
ID.
do?
No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. So for those who are not familiar with biotech,
this is so much worse than I thought.
Before your first turn, you can pick one of the 3 biotechs. One of them is do 2 net damage. The other one's shuffle archives back into the deck, and then the other one's like put 4 advancements on a card, right? Biotech.
If I give you a remote enforcement and you used it to get Janus up,
oh my god,
force me to take 4 core damage to win the game on a steal. we officially win the internet. Can we agree to this?
Yeah, but then it's gonna be res, and you're not gonna run into it.
Yeah, except when I have to get the agenda that turns out to just be a trap.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Crazier things have happened. Of course, okay, here's my thought process.
Yeah.
3/2s are instantly
Playable.
awesome.
Yeah.
3/2s that have 2/3 cost ice, like Drafter, very, very good.
Yeah.
But I really like touring. Because back when I used to play, touring was the one thing that everybody would play. I should just so you guys know what I mean by that. I used to play a bunch, and then Mumbot kind of pushed me out of the game,
Yeah.
and then they lost the license.
Yeah.
And then I came back because Midnight Sun brought back my faith completely in FFG, which I didn't have before. Bottom row lock.
Damn, that's what I would have done. Okay.
Yes.
That leaves me with hostile remote
Very good
enforcement.
options.
So we're playing the 7, so hostile's like fine. I actually have a card that removes bad pub, so like I don't hate it as much as small agenda is not so good. And yeah, you're right. I'm playing Janus. I'm gonna play remote enforcement. There's like no way around it. This is the one that you search your whole deck. Yeah, it's not the top 5. I'm going for it. Yeah, let's go.
Wait, touring, remote, advance.
Yeah, easy.
That's a game plan.
Easy. Ooh, okay. So we're on the next
Why
one.
is there market and psychographics?
Sorry?
Jesus. Sorry, I'm just seeing market forces and psychographics.
Yeah. I don't think I can
Why
take
does the
that road
game
though.
I think you have to, so yeah, I can get the Cortex lock for you.
Okay, firstly, if I could hate draft Cortex lock, I would.
Not even not keep you from drafting, just hate it out of the entire card pool.
Yeah. No, Cortex lock is like, man, the design of this thing, I really detest it. And now like knowing someone could have it in there is like, it's gonna just inherently change how I face check for the whole damn game, which is not fun. I just feel like I have boom. I have to take breaking news.
Oh my god, I
yeah,
didn't make that
probably.
connection. Yeah.
Because if I leave it in the remote server, well, I have to do install advance, and then I do advance boom, right? Like that wins games. Market forces is okay, but like I'm not gonna give you a lot of tags. Maybe I am, and then psychographics I need to get a lot of tags.
And checkist.
I do, but like I'd rather boom
So
you
the
than market than or psycho.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna have your boom when you need it.
You say that.
And I'm just gonna remove the tags until you make me broke.
I feel like that's fine trade for me. I don't know. I think I'm taking middle, man. I don't like contract killer, but we're gonna do it.
Oh, middle row? Ooh, didn't see that coming. Okay.
Middle row, middle column.
So breaking news contract.
Well, hold on. No, I haven't locked it. I haven't locked it.
Okay.
So Crystal's is like, okay, it does 2 net damage. That's okay. And then it works. Superconducting hub, I like really don't like. Yeah, I'm taking middle. I'm taking the pad in the contract. No. Ugh.
This is the best part of grid drafting.
Yeah.
All the decisions are hard.
It's like there's never a clean 3. It's like always 2.5 that you want. It's like, okay. Yeah, I'm taking.
And when there is a clean 3, it's for your opponent.
I'm taking middle. Is this using the Jackson starter from StimHack? Yeah, exactly, Kyle. It's using the what's it called? The Pyrex and 1 Jackson. We got no economy though.
I really like Cortex lock for my deck.
Yeah.
Because my deck really wants to put minimally guarded assets that you can't comfortably check.
Mm-hmm. I think it's good.
I don't like guard.
Chrysalis is solid. I don't want to have to play
But
Superconducting Hub.
Are better than 5 Pyrex, and at this point, my deck might end up having 4 or 5 Pyrex.
I totally forgot. Like we're on Pyrex, so I do honestly. Maybe I don't feel bad about Janus. We'll find out.
I picked up the Superconducting Hub row.
Okay, the bottom. Cool.
Yeah.
Future's other 5/3 self-protecting agenda is thinking of. Yeah, that one's really good. Ooh, CI. That's kind of fun. The fragments are not meant to be in here, are they?
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
It's totally fine.
Eden Fragment is not supposed to be in here, nor is
there's
Executive Retreat.
Yeah. So the idea is that these cards exist inside the write-up just so that they could publish the deck because it did not have enough legal agendas based on deck size. So that's like, you know, an artifact of the process, but like whatever. It's totally fine. Could be in the pool. Who cares?
It's a playable 4/3.
Yeah, it's fine.
I did remove some of those in the new build, but this is the old build, which was stable enough to run.
Cool. What are you thinking?
Oh my god, it's my pick.
I think so.
I did not know it was my pick. I'm sorry.
NRDB needs a this is a cube mode. Yeah, 100%. It'd be super easy.
Middle row is super awesome. Bottom row is super awesome.
Yeah, we get 2 politicals.
Do I have
That's
what
cool.
it takes to government takeover? I have a Mother Goddess. I've got a Loki. I've got a Cortex
Oh my god, you have
lock.
Mother Goddess and Loki? That's really funny. I didn't realize that.
I've got lots of money.
That's really funny.
I have no tricks. But I also have Biothics and Gutenberg. So I kind of just take bottom row, I guess. I don't want Whirlpool or Changeling. Nisei Make 2 is really good. What agendas do I have?
Yeah, I need to keep track of that.
3-1, 3-2, and nothing else.
So we have to play 18 to 19 points, right?
That sounds right.
Okay.
40 card deck?
40
Yeah.
to 44, yeah.
Someone correct me in chat if I'm wrong. I can never do that.
Oh my god, I have a lot of small agendas. I do not like what this is becoming.
I'm thinking I want that Nisei, and I'm thinking I want that Gutenberg. So it's gonna be left column or bottom row. And I can't decide, so government takeover.
You're taking the bottom.
Bottom row.
Awesome. Okay.
If I end up with a kill package, I can go bioethics and a 6-pointer and pray you don't snatch it.
So close upper movement is like, I think, a bit overrated. I only have 2 operations right now. You have to trash it.
With you, but I did a Winchester draft.
Yeah.
And that won me the game completely.
They just didn't trash it?
They couldn't because I kept giving them 4 tags every time they tried to because I kept hard hitting Newsing.
I still trash it. You can't let them have free operations. Okay. I think I'm playing a lot of small agendas. I think that's just how it's going to be. We have CSM and Changeling. Changeling I don't mind. It's like really cool in a format where you don't have consistency with your breaker suite because you actually can decide a 4 strength and the run sentry. It's like weird. It doesn't really exist as much as it's way more expensive when you advance it. And I don't want to take Eden Fragment because I don't have that much ice. Actually, I do have a fair bit of ice. I'm going to take right column, Changeling and CSM. I don't know. Maybe I don't believe in Nisei.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
I was sure you were going for Nisei.
How many econ cards have gone by? Thanos. You can see the list of everything we drafted here. So my economy, yep, I have I don't have economy.
That's a good point. I should track as a statistic what cards we threw away and didn't draft.
What's that?
That'd be very fun to see.
Okay.
Your pick.
I'm just taking bottom row. I don't think there's a real decision.
Lacosta, Vitruvius, money.
I'm saying that before I lock it in. Yeah, money is good. We've seen a lot of politicals. Rail is actually really good because I have a lot of 3-1 agendas, but she's really expensive. But I think Lacosta is like equally as good. I'm going to take the bottom row. I'll just take the Vitruvius and all that. You're taking mid column? Simulation Reset's actually like legitimately really cool and limited. I just don't care about news team. All right, what are you taking? There's some good ice there.
I'm thinking. I think I'm ice heavy at this point.
Pass or draft though. You're ice heavy?
Like 12 playable ice.
You're expecting to have about 12 to 14, right?
Right. So with 6 more grids, I don't necessarily want to focus on ice here.
Yeah.
Simulation Recent isn't just for Jincheki, right? Let me see. Trash 5.
No, it's
shuffle.
just good.
Oh my god, it's a second Jackson.
Yeah. It's really good.
Yeah, no, taking it. I'm taking the middle row. Or middle column.
Okay, so
Sim
news
reset
team.
and that other thing. Yeah.
Okay, so you have no tag punishment, so I can just float news team tags.
Until I trash all your resources and make you cry.
Yeah, I won't draft any. I'll be fine. You're first, I think.
Yes! You know that thing you said about not having tag punishment?
Ooh. Oh, you want the boom? Baby. Yeah, okay.
No, I want the Jeeves.
Yeah.
And I'm debating whether I want the mid-seasons. I don't think I do. Oh, Christ. What's an alliance? Jeeves is an alliance.
Jeeves is an alliance card. That is really good. Mumbet City Hall, it was banned in standard for a really long time, but that's for other reasons.
That's because you can build around it.
Yeah.
Is Estelle?
No, she's not.
Okay.
The only other like really left column, yeah, that makes sense. The only other really good alliance card would be Consulting Visit, if I'm not mistaken.
That was in our first board, and I don't think either of us took it.
No.
Yeah, we didn't take it.
Oh, man, I just want money. None of this is money.
I took left column.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to do it, but if you did go double boom with accelerated diagnostics, boom, and Jackson Howard, you actually have the combo.
No, you need power shutdown. You can't do it without it. Power shutdown.
That's not in this, is it?
Is power shutdown in the cube? It probably is.
No, it's not.
It's not?
It's not. I mean, oh, you know what? It's not sorted by letter. It's sorted by type. So let me look
Yeah,
for the
it is.
ops.
It is. There's one copy power shutdown in the cube.
What?
Yeah, you can build it. It's just super unlikely.
You can already kill me without it. So,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm going to take
Do I take the...
mid-season's Eula. Mid-season Ronin. Yeah, I'll take mid-season Ronin.
So you have accidentally become a trap agent techie.
I have all these like 3-1s. Like I got to do it. I need to draft
You
something
got
that
3-1s.
hurts.
I
Okay.
wish you had the Bushin. I mean, I'm glad you
Yeah.
don't have the Bushin.
Okay, so Blacklist is useless in the format. Lily Lockwell, probably useless. Franchise City is like fine, but I think I'm going to take the bottom row. I'm going to take Too Big to Jua.
Absolutely, you are.
Yeah.
I agree. Research harder program. Trash any
Got
of the
so much money in this deck. It's ridiculous.
Okay, bias reporting is really good. Depending on what you build out, I could potentially gain 6 credits straight up.
Or I can trash my board and get paid. Make my own ASAP spawn shop.
Damn, you're right. Oh, woe is me. Do not throw me into the buyer patch. Yeah, it's left column or top row, and I can't decide. Biased is good, and I don't have a ton of good options. Or access an agenda.
You're only on 9 agenda points for what it's worth so far.
Yeah.
So you're only halfway there if you want to not play
Basics.
Yeah.
And I don't have a lot of ice that are worth pry-wrecking up. And that's kind of it.
Yeah, low-key would be fine.
Maybe. Yeah, 6, that's true. I'm leaning towards left column, but...
If you play 3-pointers, Franchise City is a bit better, but in some ways a bit worse because it won't fire as often. But like a free point matters.
Yeah, I think we're gonna take top row.
Yeah. Okay.
The reason I think we're gonna take top row is because I realized that I might actually be an accidental glacier.
Cool.
First pick on my board.
Ooh.
Hedge Fund and Snare and Spin Doctor and Biotic.
This is your first pick board? What is this?
What kind of maniac?
What is this?
Look, you want that mitosis.
Look,
you don't want that mitosis.
I just think it's suspicious that you wrote the code for this, and then this is what your first pick boards look like. It's all
you called it Ben Drago. I did not come up with the name. I hate Snare so much, but I think you need money more than you need a Snare to drain your money. So I'm gonna take the bottom row.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. Yep. So mitosis is like okay. I don't have a lot of traps. Snare is cool, but it's also anti-economy. Man, I could just draft bloop with no other harmonics. That'd be fire.
You literally can't res it.
Can't res it.
I should have thought of that. I actually have a couple of Pulse C stuffs.
Snare, Snare is like okay. Single tag doesn't
I was
care
never
for
not taking the Spin Doctor.
Yeah,
not with the Still Moon in my deck.
No, for sure. I'm taking wake up call Afshar.
What's wake up call do? Trash a card. Alright, choose it. Still must trash or suffer. Oh my god, I hate this. Alright, so right column?
Yeah, please.
Cool.
Res the bloop? Yeah, you're right. I could res the bloop. Oh, hey, money and motion.
Oh, you're on the next board?
Yeah. That's cute. Sansan's cute. But I don't think there's any way I'm not taking Mushin, Regolith, Quandary.
Oh my god, yeah, no.
Yeah, that's kind of what I needed.
Quandary's amazing. Mushin's amazing. You got a good board.
Yeah, that was okay. This is not bad though. What's leftover's bad. Like if you get Excalibur, you have Mother Goddess, low-key Excalibur. It's like the perfect mythic.
And I have a government takeover.
Yeah. Sansan breaking news boom. Yeah, you're totally right. Like I wish obviously the Sansan would be better than the Quandary.
You don't have the money yet. You had to take things that were gonna help your flow. I'm debating middle row just so I don't have no agendas. I've got a 3-2, a 4-2, a 9-6, and a 3-1. None of those are very meaty.
Yeah. Middle row, you said?
Which ironically means Sansan doesn't really help me much. I'm not paying 6 so that I can never advance. It's kind of slow.
AC is broken, Jennifer. I hope it's not horrible. I reckon it is.
It doesn't do much for me. I think we take right column.
With traffic accident?
With Excalibur and an agenda.
Cool. And traffic
Yeah.
accident. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that was just along for the ride.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're have a board.
You're up.
Daily Quest.
That's good.
Cali Test, Junebug, Resistor, Eco Warfare, Archive Memories, and Snare. I'll take all 7 of them. Middle row.
Middle row, Daily Quest to Cali.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Supports my I think I might be a glacier in disguise.
Beans. Okay. I got a lot more ice than I think I want.
By the way, last grid is next grid.
10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that's great. Good. We could add 2 snare. Yeah, with how? With what money? We can't. I honestly think I'm going to take the bottom. Oh man, I want archive memories. Matt, like, I don't think we have enough stuff that we can literally res. It's just like we have no economy. We have 2 econ cards. What's our best archive target? Literally anything that gives us money. Like, I don't know.
It also gets you the boom back. Once I've gotten rid of the boom.
Yeah.
I can never be sure. I can never just flow tax.
Economic warfare is like reasonable enough considering we have mid seasons. It's not great. Hey, Frank. Yeah, it's like, it's okay. I just don't want another piece of ice, but like, I don't think we can use the mad. Resistor's actually not bad either. Trace through ice is fine. Snare is okay. I'm going to take the bottom row.
Bottom row. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, archives for anything is like just good enough, I reckon. Okay,
First pick for you gives you oversight Giannis. I'm not saying you should do it because you shouldn't.
This is interesting. Okay.
Yeah. This board is jive. Love it.
Man, you took the Junebug, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Beans.
Did I?
Yeah, you accidentally took a Junebug I actually really wanted.
Oh. I'm okay with that.
I'm going to take the left column. Trick, price X, seamless.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree.
FOI is nice for us? Nah, there's no way. There's no way. We're going to give economy. And then we still have to score it to 7. Like, I don't know.
You know, this is going to sound weird, but I think the correct move for me is right column because of the Cyberdex virus suite and the fully op. I don't know what your runner will be, and Cyberdex might be the only thing that gives me a prayer. And I have enough ice and Estelle Moon that fully op could trigger for 6 or 8. Very reasonable.
Yeah, no, fully op with all the shipment stuff. Yeah, it was really good. We haven't done runners yet, Thanos. You're totally right. No one has. Do we not? Neither of us have IDs, or did you draft an ID?
I got a couple.
Did you?
No, I don't think I did.
I don't think we got IDs.
Oh dang! So the only ones we saw were the
we saw Jinteki stuff and
hand size equals money,
yeah,
and biotech.
Yeah, we only saw 2 IDs, which I think is low.
Yeah, but it's unusual.
Yeah.
There should be about 14 IDs
so out
of about 400 cards. So we saw about a quarter of the cards. No, it sounds reasonable.
Okay.
Seeing only 2 seems reasonable.
So what do we do from here? We export lists to text file, or do we just copy paste it out of here? Okay.
You definitely want to export because it's going to do it in Jinteki.net format.
Okay.
It will let you save at P1 and P2 lists.
On P2. Okay.
Yep.
So I just import this into Netrunner DB.
Once you save it,
yeah,
it'll have 1 in front of every card.
Yeah.
So it'll go straight to Jinteki.net.
Oh, I have to deck build on JNet. Okay, my nemesis.
I mean, technically, you can import JNet texts into Netrunner DB, right?
I think so.
But practically speaking, you probably have 5 cuts, and then you're done.
You underestimate my art here. Oh.
I have 45 cards. I can't add any. Oh wait, no, we can. We have to add a Jackson.
Yeah, and you have to.
How do you want to do this? Do you want to draft runner and then build, or do you want to?
I'm just gonna paste it into a JNet lobby or into a Netrunner DB deck list, just so I. Oh shit, I messed it up. Just so that I can.
I have one left open before we started for just that reason.
Okay, so I would do new deck import, right?
I copy paste. I just copy paste the text. If there's a way to import,
yeah,
I'm sure it does the same thing.
Okay, just give us 1 second. We'll get this in. So I'm just gonna paste it here.
Priority requisition.
Okay.
That puts me
deck name.
Okay. I've added a JHOW and 2 Pyrex, and I can technically legal at 48 cards.
Okay, is it gonna
cut 8?
Is it gonna go wild and then like get angry that I don't have an ID or no? Let's see.
Use the shadow.
Yeah.
And then you're fine. And casual?
Yeah, I think I messed it up. That's okay. We can do the runner side. Oh no, it seems good. It seems good. Okay, so this is in here, so we can just do the other side. Okay, let's do this. Legality casual. Yeah, I missed that button. We definitely have to hit it. So what do? I just refresh the page?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah, this is a local only. There should be no downside.
okay.
Do you want to use the same seed?
Yeah.
Do you want to change it up?
Same
I
seed.
don't care.
And
Cool.
for
So this
my
is our Bandrago draft.
yeah
0 FF.
0 FF.
Load cube. You should draft first,
Okay.
right? Because I drafted first last time.
Okay. All right.
And we say that before we look at the fact that there's a Yogg.
Yeah. There is a Yogg. Yogg is weird. So I need to look at. Oh shit. So I have your cards open. I shouldn't have closed the other one because I can actually see what you drafted, right?
Oh yeah. I need to put yours into a way that I can read it easily too.
So for your Yoggable targets, you have Loki, Victor, Pulse. That's it. It's not that good. Against me, how good is Yogg? So Yogg breaks all 3 strength code gates and lower. So it actually breaks I'm not gonna say everything, but like really close to everything. So I don't think I just want you to have Yogg as much as you still have to get it down.
Hate draft turn 1? Love it.
Now Armitage is like pretty good. I don't believe in Panweave. Rabbit Hole is like unplayable. Logic Bomb is really good, but I think I'm gonna take the Sports Hopper to Yogg. So I'll take the left column.
I have your deck pulled up. Oh, you did draft a fair amount of ice. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. You took left column?
Yeah, please.
I could not agree more. I like Aesop's, Stone Chip, Panweave, and Logic Bomb, but they are not on the same row.
I was like really worried for a second you had a different setup. I was like, how's he gonna pull this one off?
Aesop's Stone Chip is really tempting.
Yeah, extra Armitage is like
Bomb
totally good enough for limited.
The only time I care about Logic Bomb is running through Giannis. And
you can just take 4 core damage. It's not
I
gonna be
can
a
just
problem.
take 1 core damage by running first click.
Hey.
Or, 4 for the memes. You don't have like any other ice that I specifically want to get through that way.
I feel insulted,
have
but
to.
okay. Hey, second, how's it going? We already drafted runner. Sorry, Corp. So this is the runner side.
Stone Chip and panel. Do I go gas or do we go utility? Yeah, middle column. Aesop's and Stone Chip.
And Raccoon.
Cool. Yeah, he's there.
Oh, never mind, missile Corp side. Okay. Raccoon's there. All right. Ooh, this seems reasonable.
So there's a medium and a safety first and a fairy and a security nexus.
Yeah.
On the same board. And a Proco. I'm not saying Bandrago has been favoring, but it kind of has.
This is neat. I think there's some good choices.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here.
This...
MK Ultra is really good. Zenith's good.
Why did you not take the final column? As in, I'm not sure. I probably already drafted. I like.
Oh yeah. We only take 1 each.
Yeah.
5 cards get thrown away each time.
Yeah.
Draw 1 card if you know how cards are equipped. I like safety. I like Proco. Oh wait, your whole deck is Kill Oboe. I can't afford to have safety. Damn it.
But you're gonna get free card draw. It's gonna help you. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Let me also draft some card hands. Yeah, left what is it called? Column?
Oh,
Security Nexus Fairy Medium.
Yeah, cool. That gets through Janus for some. Weird. That was not my impression grid drafting. Yeah, it's just one choice each, Jeff, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Plongi is like fine. MD Ultra is like not bad. Bin Breakers are like just good because you discard them and don't install them.
Mm-hmm.
I do like safety first. I don't think there's anything in your deck that's gonna goof me up with safety first, right? Like I regret not having it open too easily, but I think all you have for safety first would probably be the June bug. Nothing else matters. Oh, you have Cortex Lock actually. F that. MK Ultra breaks Cortex Lock for 8 credits. At least you can install it and take 1 fewer.
Oh yeah, it's 4 strength.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I have a very fond memory of Cortex Lock. I had a friend who was not very good at it, but he loved playing it with me. And back when I was getting a scene started in Pennsylvania, he was one of the only people I could regularly play with. One day, he had said something to the effect of, "It's frustrating to play against you because no matter how much fun it is, I can never hope to win."
Oof.
He installed Ice. I clicked 1 ran, and I died.
Yeah, install console.
And he's like,
run.
And he never let me forget the win. It was fantastic.
So chat's talking about how Yogg Blongi is really good, and it is. It's just like it's limited. It's probably not going to happen that consistently, and we have no obviously so way. But like Zenith is really good. Proco early is like playable, and I'm going to take the right column.
I agree, because you don't know what other eco you'll get, and Proco could be enough for your whole deck.
Yeah, turn 1 Proco will do.
I'm player 1. No,
I
your
am
first
this
pick,
one.
so
Yeah.
you're player 1.
All right.
That's right.
Steel Skin's nice.
Super confusing.
Kagabound is okay. Liberated Street Peddler. Ooh, I just will take any excuse to play Street Peddler. Like I don't honestly care. As long as I can play Street Peddler, I will be fine. So
It's funny you should mention any excuse to play
yeah.
Street Peddler, given my most recent programming project.
That's very true.
I'm actually making something called Peddler Draft.
Yeah, do you want to describe what that is?
Sure. For those of you who've ever done Hearthstone Arena mode, it's similar concept. You get 3 card choices per turn. You pick one, you get your next turn. So it's single player for your draft, but you can limit the card pool. Not yet, but when I finish programming it. And if in theory your opponent is drafting runner and you're drafting corp at the same time, you're gonna get a similar-ish experience. I mean, maybe they get 5 accounts out, you don't get any ice, but that's unlikely. Long-term goals, I would hope to include some ratios so that doesn't happen. But yeah, Peddler Draft.
Super cool. Yeah, it's like a really
Get 3,
approachable
choose
fast
1.
draft. I think you're trying to play 44 for Corp. Yeah. Windmill Slam, right column. D-line, how's it going? It's like it's either Liberated or Botulus. Like Botulus obviously is really good. I know that Ahmad has a CBS for whatever that's worth. I doesn't have a magnet, but Liberated is also just kind of good money. It's obviously really expensive, and Trope is just like awful, but also so Hippocamping is probably awful in the format as well. So like this is kind of hard. I'm just gonna hedge on having more economy be better than having Botulus, and just hope that's okay. Admittedly, what's it called? Street Feather into Botulus is kind of sick. It's all you, man. I took the middle.
So just for clarity, you're going middle row?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like being on grid with no breakers, but I do have a secured nexus.
Gotta draft the
So
link
I'll
cards.
go top.
Really feel like not enough cards are drafted. Yes, ads. We're gonna see if that's the case. I know like every time I played limited, I've done like pack draft, and you generally cut like 15 or 16 cards at the end. Here we're gonna cut like 2 or 3. So there are just gonna be, I think, some junk that's like legitimately just drafted because it's part of that. So maybe we need to draft more. We'll find out.
Congo trope. I would never play trope in general, and in this format, it's so good that I'm strongly considering it.
Why?
Because if I have 2 or 3 good events, I have a small deck. I can easily burn through and play them multiple times.
But you have a 40 card deck, right?
Oh, that's true. It's not 30.
Yeah. Like,
never mind.
you have to put this down. It has to be there for a couple turns. Then you have to spend a click to shuffle the cards, and then you have to draw the cards. Like, it's so unlikely to have an impact on the game.
I mean, I did win the last time I did this because I kept a levy. Just throwing that out.
Oh, yeah. The levy was good, though. You had good card draw.
It's either top row or right column.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's right column, it's right column because of Botulus. And if it's Botulus because of your ice. You have Quandary, Turing, Viper, Wall of Magnet Hua with a... You do not have ice that I generally am eagerly trying to Botulus.
Hidden's Massacres, does Jin let you tutor Botulus? It totally does.
I think we're going to go bottom row.
You want to do 2 Nexuses?
Two Nexuses means I'll find my Nexus. Now I can take every UC and every link card and be happy.
We've passed.
Is this my first pick?
This one? Yes. Yeah, it's messed up, man.
The problem is you are a tagger with plenty of tag punishment, and that's an account siphon.
It's like not only the count siphon. Count siphon bit hits me. I think I lose the game considering my economy situation. But like having Geist with a link seems really good for the 2 Nexuses.
2 link.
Yeah, 2 link. 2 link. You're
Geist
right. Geist has link, right?
I mean, that's why I was like so ecstatic to see the board. I'm taking middle row in case there was any question.
Yeah.
Twinning. Yeah. Cold read. No. Okay.
That's weird. You drafted a lot of assets, right?
Nah.
Yeah, I think you did. No, yes, okay. It's like Sundew, Melange, Daily Quest, Jeeves, News Team, Junebug, Spin Doctor, Moon, Mumbat, Bioethics, Political Dealings.
Oh, good. This is still sorted by type. Perfect.
So I think I'm going to do middle. Having a reasonable killer is good. I don't believe in Levy. We don't have any way to use the twinning, so I'm just going to take Hacktivist. Like, I just want Hacktivist.
You're Grave Hacky?
Yeah, I'm doing Grave Hack.
Grave Hack.
Don't like that draft. I feel like there's a quality difference there. Oh, this is
The
cool.
cards I want.
This is okay.
The cards you get.
Okay. Find the Truth, incredibly strong. All the time. Always. You don't start the game with it though, so it's different. We have Inject, which is like
Mini Diesel.
it's okay. It loses my Yogg though, or like MK Ultra is good, but it trashes all the other stuff. Amakua Astrolabe though, wow, that's pretty good. I can imagine a worse console. Yeah, I think I'm taking Turtle. You don't have that much ice, do you?
I have a lot of ice, and Turtle will do a good work on it.
Yeah, and you have like Loki Mother Goddess. It's good to have a reason for that. You do have one CBS, but whatever. Astrolabe is nice when your opponent's on Moon. Yeah, I know. I don't know. It's gonna be like super hard Moon. It's also only one Moon, but I think I'm gonna take the right column.
Right column.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's 40 card minimum D-line. Yeah. Yeah. We probably are underdrafting cards, but we'll see how it is again. It's such
I
an
have
easy
medium,
fix.
right?
You do.
Yeah, I have medium and Jin.
Oh my god, you
and
have
a
medium
count
and
siphon.
Jin. Oh no. Yeah.
And Botulus.
Yeah. It's good.
So I'm kind of going Mantle, Aesop's Pawn Shop for when they become bad, and Demo Run, so I just wait off of medium.
Oh man, Demo Run medium is fun. I haven't seen that in a long time.
So when Giannis is guarding R&D, I'm very sad. The rest of the time, I'm happy. So middle column.
Cool. All right.
First pick me, right. Game day, Mystic Mimi, M, E shutdown. E shutdown Giannis.
Mm.
Source. I remember the source being terrible, and I don't remember why.
It's really good. You have to support it.
Ugh, yeah.
Easy DLR pick. Sads, you know how I play this game.
If you have wait, that's Sherman.
Yeah.
And I have 2 Link.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of barriers are you running? The kind that I hate with this, or the kind that I love with?
I have a Hagen, a Cat, and an Eli, and a Changeling, and a Wall of Static. So like mediocre, but most
2,
Sherman
4,
ones.
3. The Hagen I don't like. Oh no, it gets weaker with installed, so it'll be.
It's like okay.
Yeah, it's 4 credits to get through all of your corrodables. I mean, and then I don't need to draft another barrier breaker.
Non-functional decks are not really a thing Corp side, as in like they don't exist or they don't work. Because I'm worried that they won't work. I'm worried the Corp deck is just not going to function because we don't have enough economy.
I'm sorely. I'm completely torn, guys. Actually, between Imp E shutdown, which would be really nasty because his economy is his weakest point, and Mammy and M3, because right now I don't have the ability to get in anywhere, and I'm between those two. I have 2 pawn shops, so I really want an Imp. I take middle row and I pray for better breakers later.
Ooh, okay. So you're taking Imp to source?
Yeah.
Okay. Irony aside, I do love me a DLR, but we don't really have anything to support it. So I guess I'm taking the Sherman will be my first killer.
It's not a killer.
Sorry. Sherman, let me try that again. Hold on. Sherman will be my first fractor.
There you go.
All right, we'll take it.
Left, right.
Okay. Here we are. Ooh,
sorry.
inside job.
Are you taking Mystic Mammy game day?
Yes, excuse me. Yes.
Okay, cool. I assume, but
okay.
First pick you.
Yeah.
Very good board. Very good board.
SMC is cool. SMC is always cool. Inside job's always cool. Jailbreak would be the first multi-axis I have access to. Fix the read and post. Oh yeah, that's why we do that. Don't worry, we'll edit it out.
We're hoping he doesn't take this stuff.
Or this. I don't like Tech Writer that much. It's either like Easy Mark is good enough, but it's Inside Job Jailbreak. I think I'm gonna go Inside Job Jailbreak. How much consistency do I have for breakers? I have one of each kind of breaker so far in Amakua, so like not the worst. Switch an Inside Job. Are you kidding me?
Wait, did you lock that?
No, I haven't done anything yet.
Redo grid. My bad. Okay, you're good. Go ahead.
I don't know about SMC. Chat's talking about SMC, but like, it's real expensive.
Why? Yeah,
it's consistent.
Oh, you know what though? Look at your rig. You have Yogg, MK Ultra, Sherman, and Amakwa. So you legitimately could actually make use of it. You're not just digging to find one-offs. You're like, I slap this down and I have everything.
Chat, this is for you. Yeah, I'll take top row. SMC Amakua, I don't think it's going to get that far. But it's the best way to like scrape by on on
I
one program.
really wanted middle column
You wanted Overmind?
to. Yeah,
I think it's cool, right? I guess. Well,
I have a
yeah.
lot of MU,
Do
no
you?
good breakers, and a central lock. I have Jin and Security Nix.
Chin gives you MU, right? That's really funny.
Yeah.
Remember when
And
Daemons used to be a thing? Daemons are fun.
Passport is bad in nothing. Oh,
Passport's cute too,
yeah.
right? Like if you're playing Nexus, this is cheap,
Yeah,
and
it's
then you
bad in
can.
nothing. Jailbreak Easy Mark is gas.
I like Jailbreak a lot.
Me too. I was shocked how good it is. I tried a Zaya deck with it and
Yeah.
kind of fell in love again.
Yeah, Zai's great.
Nah, middle column. Middle column. I'll
So
find gas
just
elsewhere.
the
Now I have
book
tools.
and the Overmind, the two blue things.
Yep.
Okay. You're up. That's Kit. That's an ID.
What
Oh,
a
and
board.
Dao. And Dao. So there's an ID that I'm definitely going to get if I want it.
Oh my god, what a board.
Yeah, extra. I'm worried about the CVS. Like I can't rely on it, but I don't think it's going to be too bad.
Wait, I have Passport.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have Passport. Okay.
Turtle keeps swimming.
You know, this board isn't as snap obvious. John Masanori is really good, but you have enough tag punishment threat that I can't afford to be wrong. And Seknex is going to give me tags as well. So I'm leaning towards middle column and letting you have Tau. But I know how dangerous it is to have your ice rearranged when you think it would be rearranged.
Dino Kua? We could do it.
Oh, this is obvious. I have
No,
zero
you can't.
resources.
It's AI.
I have no targets for a career fair. How broke am I if you kit me for the entire game? You have Yogg! I was about to give you Yogg kit. Oh my god, I don't want to give you Yogg kit. What kind of ice do I have? Hang on a second. I apologize. I have to actually think about this for a second. We have to actually play games with these decks, and I don't want them to be boring games because I gave away really good kill packs.
Yeah, Burnham.
Oh yeah,
I'm really
excited
for this.
kills me.
Yeah. Oh, you want to give me Yagasaurus though?
Yeah, that's fine. By way of comparison to Kit, where every single ice server, middle column, career for legwork Kit.
Beans. I really wanted Career Fair. We have a lot of expensive resources.
I love career fair, but I have nothing to use it on yet. I wanted consume and Tau also though, so
yeah. Okay.
Salud. To your good health.
So Dao is not the worst. Dinosaurs is like pretty expensive, and I don't.
Oh, is it Dao?
I think that's how it's pronounced.
Cool.
I think like Yogg Dinosaurs is more of a dream than anything. John Masanori is like whatever. We already have Zenith chip, don't we? Do we? Yeah, we already have Zenith chip.
With the exception of Tollbooth, what 5 strength code gates are you trying to get through?
You have a Victor too, but not a lot.
I mean, I guess yeah, okay, fair enough.
Streamer disappoints entire Dino Cool audience, and then reading the rules that they printed. Dino Cool one day. I kind of like one consume. I don't have any. You have enough trashables. It's like, it's a 5 influence card, right? So it must be good. But we have Gravedigger. Like we have some engine here. I'm doing it. I'm taking Dao. I don't care about dinosaurs. I don't care about John. I'm taking Dao consume.
I'm surprised you didn't take John.
I have Zenith. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, but now you have Zenith and John. Okay, anyway.
We'll be fine.
All right, next.
Ooh.
It's your first pick or mine?
Me, player 1. This is good.
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a hot board.
Damn, this is actually really quite good.
There's one column that if you had given me would make you very sad.
So what do we want here? Like I kind of Corporate Grid is really good. I can't play it though because I have too many one costers or like small agendas. So like it's not going to stay for long. That's kind of the issue. Diversion obviously rigging up is really good, and then Rain is probably maybe a better ID than Dao. We don't respect the deck size, right? With the ID that we draft.
No.
Yeah.
You're 40 no matter what.
Peace in our time is like really, really unreasonable in a limited format. Like giving your opponent credits probably is not worth because you can't assume they have credits. So I'm just taking right.
Them.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Right column?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay, sorry.
You don't have a fractor. That's the one weird thing.
That's interesting. I didn't notice.
Yeah, you don't have one. I'm still gonna take Reina Diversion.
Reina Diversion?
Yeah. How easy to hate draft breakers? It's like really easy. There's no actually starter breakers you have. So there's a chance like we could force Ahmed to have no fractor. But he has 2 nexuses, so like it's not really worth pursuing.
I'm really tempted to just snap keep middle column.
It's good.
because I have Aesop's, Sahasrara, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 programs
Mhm.
with plenty of memory. I don't
Hasarasha's
think
not
I
bad
want
at
to
all.
Fisk you. I have a disposable killer already, and Corroder is bad nowhere. Yeah, middle column.
Yeah, my deck is going to generate just enough economy to cancel out corporate grant and never generate credits. It's going to be sick.
You're so confident of this, but I assure you, you will probably be surprised before we're done how much.
I don't know. I'm really worried my corp is non-functional. I think it might be
Does Shadow Net?
infinite
Is
economy.
that click for 9 credits?
If you have the gamble, yeah,
With-
but you have to forfeit something, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But no one even has the gamble yet.
Oh my god, that's true.
Like,
That's
yeah,
actually
nobody.
true.
You actually need economy to play it.
For me, it's click for Siphon.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I have
Oh,
same
yeah,
old
yeah.
Siphon.
Yeah.
Oh, I have same old Siphon. And I have Paparazzi. And I have Into the Depths. Top row.
Nice. Okay. Well,
Yeah, can't be booped.
I don't.
Indexing is not good to leave on the board, but
Yeah, I don't want these cards.
I
Like,
have medium, so it's okay.
I
And
just
Cyberdelia. You love Cyberdelia, right?
love
It's the strongest card in the
Cyberdelia.
format.
Oh man, I like my economy to be paid off real slowly. But I'm definitely taking indexing. The question is like which axis we're on. ShadowNet don't want to play. Scavenge is like it's okay.
Let me
Gingerbread
see.
auto draft.
Agenda Suite. I think my Agenda Suite is pretty crappy for forfeiting anything.
Yeah, mine is good for what it's worth. I had a lot of 1-pointers.
Yeah, I mean, you could forfeit the government takeover. That'd be pretty good.
Gain 9 credits.
All the memes forever.
I'm gonna take the bottom row. I'll take ShadowNet to scavenge.
Alrighty.
All right, we got indexing.
First pick you.
It's our multi-axis.
Oh,
Okay, so we have fan sight for our, our combo. Some bad stealth cards. The third Ace House Pawn Shop. I think we've seen all of them. But Galter's obviously really, really good. And we have MK Ultra. Bachland is like not bad. DC is like fine. I don't want to play Tunnel Vision. I don't want to play fan sight. I don't want to play Buffer Drive. Tread Lightly is actually pretty good, especially because we're Reyna as well.
we've actually taken way less time drafting this time around than me and Bob did last time.
Yeah.
Like we're 5 grids away from done.
Oh yeah. No,
And-
this is not gonna take that long. And I was worried that we're gonna take longer. Not worried, but like I thought we would like have to spend 20 minutes deck building. We're gonna spend 5 minutes deck building.
Wow.
I'm taking the middle.
Yeah, no, you're right.
The middle row.
Middle Aesop's.
No, the row, not the column.
DZMZ, Buckland, and
And then whatever
Begalter?
the last card was. Yeah, Begalter. That's I think the one I liked.
well, I really wanted Tunnel Vision and Begalter, but
You wanted Tunnel Vision.
think of it this way:
Mhm.
if I can siphon you one turn, medium you another turn, and not need any other breakers, and be kit, that's a lot of pressure.
Sure, but you have 2 Nexuses, right?
I forgot about that. This draft was too long. I forgot that. I have Tunnel X.
If you can
I don't
build 2
think I have enough
Nexuses, you're in a
money.
good spot. Yeah, maybe
Wait.
not. I don't think you have a good enough
I don't
economy.
think I have enough money
You
to
have
pay for that.
literally no
I
econ
have
cards.
Aesop's,
Oh,
I
okay.
have Aesop's.
Aesop's, excuse me.
and that's it.
More like 2 minutes cutting 2 cards. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I might just play a whole pile. We'll go to fatigue.
You know, now that we say that, I should probably take Fansite Lockpick and then just sack them to Aesop's and call them click for 3 credits.
Buffer Drive's
Tread lightly.
infinite Aesops. I'm kidding. Buffer Drive can put back account siphon, which is actually like really scary.
Wait, what? How? Wait, does that include playing them?
No, it just puts on top of your deck. Like with the second part, the remove this hardware.
Oh, okay. The first ability does not
No.
let me recur. Yeah,
No,
okay.
yeah,
That would be so
it has to be
broken.
damage. Yeah.
It's 1 recursion 1 time, and you don't have program destruction. I don't think I care. Well, it's 3 credits, so I can siphon you, but you only have to res ice once for me to not siphon you. And I'm pretty sure I don't have any breakers.
You have some. Don't sell yourself short. You got a fairy and a
I have
corroder
passport.
and a passport.
I have passport. If I choose to be kid, I have passport. And that's all centrals, which means I should not get tunnel vision because I'm pretty sure passport is better than tunnel vision every single time.
Well, you can't
Hang on.
deal with 2 ice.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, but
Everyone
you
in
can't
chat
res
has
2
different
ice,
IDs.
so I suppose we're
Hold
even.
on. I'm clicking for credits for 4 turns, so I'm gonna be able to rest 2 ice. Secretly, I've been tracking how many odd cards you've been drafting to make sure I can cut
No.
my divider or not. It's looking great.
Tread lightly. I'm sorry, I'm taking way too
Nah,
long with
you're
this
good,
pick.
man.
Fansight's not worth it, except as a 3 credits. Aesop's actually turns that on, but the other 2 Aesops are Garbo in my hand. Tread lightly might get me in one time when it counts. Maybe.
It's
Maybe that's
like
good
it's a
enough.
thing to draft too, where like I always have to, it's like, you know, I always have to play around it, even though it's one of
I wish Treadlight was inside job. It's not, so I take top row.
top row. Okay.
Yep, top row.
So tread to tunnel.
Yep.
Okay. You're up
Okay.
first. Ooh, gamble. Nice. Kiting. Nice.
Gamble and
oh
Eater
God.
on the same page
Yeah.
and not in the same row.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Keymaster. Kiting. This is where you guys get to find out that I'm not actually that good at Netrunner.
There's one card here that I think is just so good for you, and I'm not gonna tell you.
Good. But
Good.
tell me after
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
pick
yeah,
it.
yeah, for sure.
Alright, I'm looking at your trashables. Parisha is pointless. You can get credit kiting. Wait, that's just a Nexus. Whoa. If I just credit kiting out a Nexus, and then I'm set, potentially. Sure, gamble is money. Paul up is good. Gauss is Gauss, but I have a corroder. Eater enables siphon, enables demo run, and it doesn't really enable much else. So probably not as much as I like it. I can already bypass your ice, so why do I care? Left column, credit kiting, sure gamble.
Yeah, the credit kiting seemed way too good for 2 Nexus.
Yeah.
3 Nexus seems good. Now this is really bad. I don't care for Eater. Verification is like whatever. Prisha's fine. Zula's fine. Pinhole threading. You don't have any targets for pinhole threading, do you?
I have so many targets. They just won't be defended. You can just go and get them without the pinhole.
Yeah, right? It's like, what are we pinholing?
Joking aside, I'm pretty sure I do have
Daily quest?
reasonable quantity of ass.
Yeah, I honestly, like, I don't know if pinhole's good. I don't like Gauss. I think I would take Prisha Zul, right? I think that's fine. Yeah, I'll take Prisha Zul.
The only time you
Prisha
care
VR?
about pinhole is if my Sundew is well defended.
Or you have a daily
Or the
quest,
daily-
right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping to start the game with one of those two.
Yeah.
All right, what did you take? Sorry.
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, perfect. That's the decision I like.
Yeah, it's either Zul, Prisha, or like maybe Verification, but I don't feel good about it. Pinhole's like fine. I don't know how good
For
Prisha
those
is. Let me check.
watching in chat, I just want to get this out there. This is a lot of fun without having played a single card. Like,
Yeah.
legitimately, this has a lot of that fun of deck building, but unlike real deck building, where you have to choose between every card that's available, you only have a few choices, so you get through it much faster. I really enjoy it.
Jen is asking, yeah, there's Keyhole, and there's also Stargate.
And Lamb.
No, there's only Keyhole. Excuse me, there's no Stargate. Oh, wait, okay. I think I'm going to take Zul, Pinhole, Gauss. They're all playable.
Zul, Pinhole, Gauss. That's actually really good.
Ooh.
I have a lot of mid-range and low-range ice too.
Okay.
All right.
So we
last...
have...
No,
we got 3 more.
We have a couple more.
Yeah.
Couple more.
So Aaron Ron, really good. Rogue Trading, kind of good. Simul Chip, I honestly don't think I have anything that works with. Drug Dealer's like fine. Obelisk is like honestly not the worst. I already have a console. I'm pretty okay. Do you get a full playset of each drafted card? No, Jai. You just get one. That's it.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Full playset of each card.
That's like
but
Snake
only
Draft.
8 grids.
Snake Draft is the idea is that you draft full playsets. It has to be Aaron Moran. The question is which way we go.
Oh, I needed that to not get tagged to hell.
Yeah, there's no way I give you Aaron Moran considering. And Simul Chip is like, it's okay. I can take extra damage. I literally have nothing it works with besides Gauss, I guess. Hypercube, this ain't.
I mean, it works with anything you lose that you didn't mean to lose.
Yeah, like Peddler means I can start, just jettisoning stuff and not have to care about it. Yeah, I'm just gonna take right column. It has Aaron in it. It's good enough.
Okay. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Aaron and Obelisk, let the hate flow. Honestly, Obelisk is like really good. I have a console that I don't hate. And I don't think Ahmad wants to really draft it, but Obelisk is like not awful. Even if you just draw one card a turn, like whatever, DreamNet.
Hyperbaric Kit.
Mm-hmm. You could do it.
That sounds like a dream that needs a lot more money than I have.
Yeah, maybe. I think money, yeah. Money's gonna definitely be a limiting
Drug
factor.
dealer also sounds like a dream that is more money than I have. Cabinessa Woo.
So, Ahmad, it's like if you don't believe in yourself so hard, like if you have no money, drug dealer is just free card draw. So just think about that. It's just free
Listen,
card draw.
if you're completely broke, you can get more cards.
Yep.
I'll take the top row.
Eyes and hyperbaric.
Yeah.
Okay.
NRE with Kit is really strong.
Yeah, NRE ain't bad at all. Oh, this is cool, Lane. This is a cool one. You go first on this one. Is it bad? I'm thinking about how Peddler Draft could be implemented into 4 Kitchen so you can matchmake too, similar to Super Auto Pets or something. Yo, Jennifer, for real, I've been saying this, I'm mad too. Like, if this is, people like this stuff, getting this on JNet somehow, and again, if that's willing, to have this there, to have a tool like that so people could go into a lobby and really quickly draft, I think would be sick. And JNet, to some extent, attempted to support other stuff like Angel Arena, which I never got to play. I don't know if it actually works. Probably does. Yeah, I think it's great.
I have to speak this out because there's 2 very good choices, and I need to pick one. If I take right column,
yeah,
I have an income engine for the whole game.
Yep. I think right column by a mile.
I'm initiating traces if you don't. And I have Aesop's Pawn Shop. If I take Film Critic, your one strong play of Oboe is gone.
Yes, but, and mid-seasons, but
I think the right column has everything I need.
You got multi-axis.
Because the one thing I'm low on is money.
You got Aesop's Fodder, you got Power Tap. I think it's great.
Yeah, right lock.
Yeah, cool.
And Career Fair for you.
Yeah, it's like Career Fair is really good. Knob Curie honestly is kind of playable considering.
You have viruses?
Oh, I have lots.
Oh, sorry. I'm not actually in. I should have your stream up so I can see the chat. But whoever's recommended it, if I can ever get Peddler Draft to a point that it's solid and workable, which I think is very realistic in just a few days, depending on how much time I get to code, I would love to see it on Jinteki, because there are many nights where I want to just try something and I don't want to deal with constructed maximum power level. So knowing someone else is jank and I'm jank is cool.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And like playing.
More than that, I'll say later.
If you're playing Peddler and you have to play like 30 cards, like that's 30 decisions. It's not gonna take that long. And you only draft one side. I assume your opponent does the other. Nobkuri Virus Breeding Ground is actually really interesting with Gravedigger, Consume, Amakua. We have a Fractor. Yeah, we have a Fractor. We have Sherman. And Gauss.
Amakua with Virus is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Means I can't ever lock you out.
Well, Virus Breeding Ground, you have to put it on something that has already a virus on it. So like mixed bag.
So one purge still zeroing?
Yeah, one purge actually purges out. I think I'm gonna try it just because it's fun, but like Creeper is a good. Orca obviously is unplayable. This is actually not bad.
So you're going top row?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
Okay, no worries.
I'm gonna test Street Better Black because we have Liberated and Proco for the Career Fair, but that's almost it. Yeah, I'll take top row. I'll try No Curie Virus. It seems more fun.
3 MU only for viruses, bonus counters. So you get 2. You get 2 for each Amakua.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's not each.
Really
it's the first turn, right?
Yeah, it's first turn. Sorry, I shouldn't say each.
Okay. This is the last one or second last one? I think second last.
Second last.
Okay. So this is my last first pick. So we have Spark, which like yellow. Begot on its own is just technically a win condition. It's pressure. I don't care about Crowbar. I don't care about Cloud. Sec testing, whatever. Friday Chip. Now we're talking. Mem strips too. I honestly think there's a small chance we have a Friday Chip Knob Curie engine and then we can just play Gang Sign. Yeah, Jennifer, I just want to play Gang Sign. I think that's going to make the big decision here is that can we play Gang Sign? We probably will. Yeah, I'll just take Gang Sign, Friday Chip, Tycoon. I'll take the middle. Call him.
Whoa. Okay.
You surprised?
You're leaving me a knight.
Yeah, you can have it.
Kit plus knight is very good for me.
You got 2 Segnexes. Like I think ice is going to be a problem for me no matter what.
I keep forgetting that. Yeah, we'll take sec testing.
Spark with all your 1-of breakers is great. It's kind of hard though, because like we could hit a Gravedigger, we could hit a breaker we don't need, right? Like it's
right column's good.
Right column? Okay. Strips, sec
test,
test, Crowbar.
Thinking of myself as spamming Siphon and then realizing I only have one of them.
Yeah, it's true. You have 2 recursion cards though.
Yes!
Oh, cool.
For those of you who don't see it, Power Tap and Underworld Contact. for a sunny
Oh
day.
yeah, that's sick. You got the link.
And I have one power tap already, right?
Yeah.
So now I have double power tap.
Yeah,
Mark
I
to
was
us on your
thinking like,
done.
so this is interesting.
Wow.
Global Sex is also a 2-link card that's playable. Hunting Grounds is also like playable with
What? Oh yeah.
Aesops.
Oh, this gives me 3 Aesop's triggers.
Yeah. No, they're all.
No,
I
no,
think
double power top is like the win con though. It's every turn that I bypass an ice.
I just can't play Viper.
It's every time you try to mid-seasons me. It's every time. Let me see what traces you're running. Hang on a second.
Yeah, here, let me tell you.
That's the obvious thing to do.
So I have
on your ice, you have very few.
Viper.
I don't actually even. You have a Viper.
I only have 2 traces, Viper and mid-seasons.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's not a lot.
He's getting excited neuron activation. Double power tap better than Aesops? Yeah, I think you want to try all of it. But yeah, power tap seems really good. The thing is, like, Underworld and like Global Sex Security is also like totally fine card.
Yeah, free run every turn with an income engine that benefits from it is really sexy.
Oh, that's not Jack, eh? That's the one that you just see the top.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, you're thinking of Jack, I think.
I was. Well, then this is easy. Left column, power tap, Underworld.
Okay.
There's no Martos. I have never played that card, and I never intend to.
Martos is not the worst. Deuces, Hunting Grounds. I don't want Global Sec. I don't want Cyber Trooper. I don't want Tech Trader. I'm going to take middle no matter what. Deuces, Hunting Ground, Keiko. Maybe we'll cut a console. We have Keiko in like 1, but I think we have Miami, which is probably the worst considering we have 2 events. Oh, no, we have a couple more.
I have your list saved.
Okay.
No, I don't.
All right, let's save these. We got to do deck building. Let's go.
What is the name here? Very cool. All right, I'm going to save your thing here.
So I'm P1.
Overwrite P1, P2.
So that's okay.
I probably should have renamed him as Corp Runner, but whatever.
Import. Let's go. Someone climactic showdown.
Andre, I can't. I can't see the chat from your stream.
Yeah.
Has there been any issues, questions, or concerns with regards to how drafting works or anything like that?
No. Totally fine.
Good.
Yeah. Grid draft.
For anyone who has questions or concerns, I am not hard to find, and throw them at me. If you find breakable, fixable bugs, definitely let me know.
Yeah, how do people do that? Like, what's your contact information? What's your site you're using? So this.
Sorry?
Excuse me. So we just asked what the website is. So this is the site, which again, Ahmed will talk about. There's a version that we tried to open that actually does do things through the network, so you don't have to like match out on the other side of the line, which I don't think is a difficult thing. It's super easy to use, but there might be a different URL that gets to a future version. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the fire one. Yeah, we'll definitely put the links in the descriptions. Will be the easiest because the name is long and I'm using free web hosting. I hang around green level clearance a lot in Discord, and I'm doing a card of the day on Reddit,
right?
And I stream on YouTube. So join my channel, shoot me comments, whatever. At some point, I intend to put together a video with all 3 of these draft tools. We didn't mention the Winston one, did we?
No.
There's a Winston draft that shout out Ixorin asked about, and I went ahead and threw that together in 6 hours on stream because I could.
Oh, no way.
I streamed the coding, and Powerless Cube just jumped in there to help me debug. We have a really amazing Netrunner community, like legitimately highly skilled, super friendly, very fun to engage with. I'm not saying the reason I play Netrunner is because of the community.
Doesn't hurt.
But it's not the reason I play with them either. Okay, I'm not seeing.
I drafted 43 cards, which means I have to cut. I don't have to, but I'm cutting 3 cards, which is like a bit of a. Oh, a kid is under Riel.
Oh, I'm not seeing it because this is your list.
Oh, that could be it.
I wasn't player 1 this time.
Yeah, we swapped. Yeah.
That's the deal.
So we're going to 40 cards. It's worth knowing the runner doesn't get any additional cards. So it's not like you have a backup breaker suite. You don't have Armitage like you might if you play a different kind of limited. So this is it. So I'm just cutting 2 cards. I think my big question marks.
Through a few. Andre?
Yeah.
Keep your original notepad handy. We might decide to just allow some extra eco cards or something at some point, right? Okay. Like depending how the game feels and if we want to do an extra round.
Yeah, if it's really bad, we'll just be like each get like 2 regoliths, 3 Armitage. Like it's so easy to fix. Or even we could like draft like 3 more rounds or whatever. Like we'll figure it out.
No, but then it says how lucky do you get on your draft?
Yeah, well, it's drafting.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I got a runner core.
What do y'all think we're cutting? So like I cut so far the hand size thing because I don't care about that. And then we only can cut 2 more cards. So I'm gonna try and keep all the programs we can. I don't think any of them are awful. I like this. This is fun. Question marks for me, like this. That seems weird. We don't really have a good target.
Do me a solid. Remind me what IDs, if any, you drafted.
I drafted Reyna and Dao, I think.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Reyna and Tao.
So, just looking.
I think we have too many consoles. Like we have 3 consoles.
Thank God for the new rules. You can play all of them one after the other.
Can we get his YouTube link? Yeah, it's actually, if you go to the websites at the bottom, all this will be in the description. I don't have it like on hand, copy paste, but it's youtube.com/BountyHunterSAx. And you can find it on the Grid Draft website at the bottom, right there. Punished for not taking fan side, I tell you, come on.
There were 2 of them in the draft.
I think there might have been 3. I felt like I saw it all the time.
But you got the Shatter Net, so there was no point for me to take them.
One question, would adding a block 1 card before each draft be a fun option while cutting down variance? Would it mean block 1?
So, from a tech point of view, what I'd like to do is have the ability to click on the cards in the card pull list to remove them. So you load your full list in, and then you just click through the 4 or 5 that you don't like from the cube. And they
yeah, right.
Right now, all those card names are links that jump to the picture.
Right.
But these are all future Ahmed problems.
Yeah. It works. It's great. I think we're going to cut a console. I think we're going to cut a Keiko, and I think we're going to cut... What was the suggestion?
Oh, I have to promote. Don't forget to change your ID.
Yeah. No, I imported it. It worked.
Cool. Oh, import. Okay.
Yeah, import Reddit. It just like it'll only pick one of your IDs. I think the first one alphabetical.
So I'm 67 influence kit. I like the sound of that.
That sounds okay. Okay. You haven't done your corp yet, right?
No.
Okay.
But it won't take long to do. So
tell me about it.
What's your deal?
Okay, so we have to do corp. Corp, we're actually totally legal deck. Oh no, we don't have enough agenda points, and we have another Jackson. So what's the
I wish
ID
the source
called?
was only on score, not steal.
Oh, that didn't work. I lost all my agendas. Hold on, I can re-add them.
I have the original card pool for both your decks if you need me to give you a backup at some point.
Thank you. I have the what's it called open? Just the text file. Oh god, this is gonna go terrible. I think my corp is unplayable. Project the true.
Listen, all I have to do is face plant into your Giannis 2 times.
Yeah.
Game over.
I just need 15 credits. Hold on.
Then we get banned for calling it not core damage by mistake. I'm kidding. Sorry. I realized that was actually a thing people were worried about.
Remote enforcement.
Bad taste.
So we have to play 18 to 19, so I have to.
Hey, question.
Yeah.
Net ready eyes, when you install suffer.
Yep.
Paparazzi prevent. I can still put it in, right?
It's not an additional cost, right?
It says when you install net ready eyes,
yeah,
suffer.
So it's an effect, so you wouldn't take it.
Gotcha. Yeah. But oboe cannot be stolen
because it's an additional cost. But paparazzi is only meat damage.
Correct. No, it's a different rack. You're right.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, if you had what's his name, Guru, you aren't able to touch it at all. Okay. I wonder if I'd include 1 or 2 Telework contract for runners would be a terrible idea. Basic slow econ. D-line, a lot of times people for that just did Armitage, which is like comparable, but actually slower. Technically has more money on it, but like something like Armitage works well. You could also, I don't know if you want to give people the van that sells stuff.
Where is
7 code gates against Kit? Yeah, I know. We drafted this first. Oh, we have another. Oh, we have a spin doctor. Excuse me. So do we cut? I think we cut some agendas because we have too many agendas. So I'm going to cut this because I feel like that's only going to go bad for us.
There's nothing that political operative actually wants to hit in your deck, huh?
Paul up? No. No, I have a Managram.
And a Lacosta. Yeah, okay. I think it's good enough. Rescott. Oh, it trashes. Oh, that's very good. That's very good.
We have to cut one pointer, chat. What are you thinking? Cutting 2-1 spicy, but probably fair. The problem is like if that 2-1 stolen, we're in a really bad spot. Smartware sounds like a better default econ pick than Armitage. It's like
I think I'm just gonna go 2 cards high. 42 is consistent enough.
Oh, you're not doing 44. I'm doing 44.
I'm talking about kit.
Oh, okay. So by the way, in Stimmac Cube drafts, I think you
You're
about 350 unique cards and draft 60 of them compared to 120 and 48 for the grid. Yeah, Jeff, I'm definitely feeling that we drafted too few cards, and like obviously we're gonna suffer, but we're gonna suffer equally. So like whatever.
So the original write-up from StimHack said to draft 14 grids.
And we did 16.
But they were targeting 30 card decks.
So we went up like by some small percentage, yeah. Hey, Clayton. Jackson not spin? Oh, huge. Correct. Thank you. That was a huge shout out. Thank you. Thank you and hi.
Did I already put that in? Yeah, I don't think you ever not put Jackson Howard in.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I just added spin on accident.
I got it. 47.
So I think we're going to cut a code gate. We have currently 14 ice. Maybe not. Apologies. I see what you're saying now. Oh, excuse me. All right, we gotta cut 2 cards. I do think we cut an agenda. This one's actually kind of interesting considering we know Ahmed might want to take some tags at some point. So I think I will cut this. This doesn't forward our game plan. We just have to cut 1 card and we're good to go. Oh god, the economy of this thing is so rubbish.
So I'm really suffering because of the government takeover.
Because you have to. No, you don't have to play it.
I do not have to play it. But I don't have to not play it. And the alternative is adding more priority requisitions to a deck that has no ice that costs more than 6. One ice.
I don't know what's a greater evil in that one.
Do I have any trick at all that would make it more? No. The question is, do you have any trick that will make it less palatable? Oh, you have a very solid runner.
Chat demands government takeover is what we're hearing on this side. Just saying. I don't mind this.
Oh, I need to get rid of this.
Yo, Cody, how's it going? Get cut 1 card. If you don't have a good Pyrec targets, then you can't defend a GTO. Yeah, you just advance on a table. Like, Ahmed knows that I know that he has 1 June bug, right? So that's all you need. You don't need ice.
I also have ice.
Yeah, that helps too, I reckon.
Mother Goddess, destroy all your other ice. Problem solved. No inside job. Amakwa. Oh, Amakwa.
Yep.
Nice. Foiled.
I need to cut 1 card, y'all. Does anyone have a good idea? I'm considering this, but I like having stuff to put in a remote server. But it seems really expensive.
Why am I keeping traffic
definitely cut the diviner?
0 means of attacking you. It just seems like a bad idea.
Magnet? I think it's probably Magnet. Like, Quandary is like the good cost. Yeah, Magnet's probably worse. Diviner is like fine. It has a face check. This doesn't have a face check. And I don't think there's any targets. You don't have anything you host on ice, do you?
Andre, can I quote you as saying Diviner's probably fine?
Yeah, Diviner's probably fine. It's fine. It's cheap. It costs 2. Okay, I'm good to go.
I'm very close.
I think you should cut an ice so you don't have econ to res all of it. Yeah, but I think our best win condition currently is like just jam something in a remote server and then whatever it is behind 2 ice, so just like put something in there every turn. I think you're totally right. Like we're playing this in the deck. But that's just because we've committing to the bit. It doesn't honestly make any sense.
Stock buyback with a government takeover.
How many agendas are you running?
I found my cut.
How many agendas do you have in your deck?
Not enough to justify that.
You get 5 credits off of it's good.
You know what? There are ways to not lose the game on this. My corp is done and legal.
Okay.
My kit is done and legal. How many agenda points should it be? 18, right?
18 to 19 if you're doing 40 to 44. Correct. Yeah.
And just for funsies, how many influence are you at?
On which side? Corp or runner?
Both.
73 on Corp and 63 on runner.
69, 63 on my part.
Hey.
Perfect. Okay. I need a very quick bio break,
Yeah, do
and
it.
then I will be good to go. And let's get some games in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Nice. Be right back.
Okay.
It's 10:30, so we took almost an hour and a half, give or take, to do drafting and building.
Yeah, but
2
we also
decks.
like talked about this stuff and hung out. Like it's.
Oh yeah.
We can go
I mean,
faster.
to be blunt, I can't build a 45 card deck in 45 minutes.
That's
Drafting
why
is
you
faster.
built this tool, yeah, so you can just get decks done.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, see you in a bit. All right, y'all. What's our plan? I don't think our Corp game has a game plan. I think our runner will be fine. I do think like medium is just gonna be an issue. I do think we have good enough stuff. If we ever like Jua back in Nexus, I don't know. I don't know if he can play Nexus. It seems really expensive. His engine is good if it gets up, but I don't know if it's actually going to spin up any near soon enough. And like we have to know that and jam based off of that. And having rain is actually kind of okay in this format. Like that's not a terrible ability. Our economy here is really scuffed. We have to mulligan like hard into Proco or into like Liberated. Specifically in grid drafting, you need to draft more than 2 colors almost always just to play the best colors. Oh, this is about Magic, excuse me. My understanding of MTGs, you're usually looking to draft about 23 playable cards. So about half of your cards you won't have to play. And yes, I assume /3/grid for simplicity. Yeah, I haven't looked at the numbers so far. Oh, this is cash, not standard, excuse me. To figure out how much you need to draft. Again, when I played pack draft, you generally like discard about 15 to 16 cards. Here we cut 3. So obviously it's a totally different environment, but we'll see how much that matters. Hey.
I have returned. Okie dokie. I guess the simplest way to do this would be to just not stream snipe each other.
Oh yeah, of course.
And mute on the side.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I will are your decks in JNet yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of them.
So I'll host. I'll start as Corp. Get that out of the way, I reckon. So I'll start with that.
I'm so convinced you will not beat me with the Corp.
We'll see. You can join if you want, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to hide your camera and I'm going to mute you on Discord. So after the game, I can like
feel free to leave my camera on or off. You won't get any reads off me.
Yeah, it might be weird. Okay.
Whatever works for you, man.
I think I'm gonna turn it off. Just so that's not confusing. People don't think like the audio is down or something, because it kind of looks like that.
True.
Maybe. Okay.
So I'm running first.
Yeah. Good luck. Have fun, man.
Why is this? Oh, there we go. I found it. Okay, cool. All right. Good luck. Have fun.
See you in a bit. Okay, wait, I'm just gonna mute everything.
It's saying casual illegal. Pardon me 1 second.
I don't know how you do that. Is it possibly illegal? You probably your agenda points. Oh no, it's a runner deck. Maybe you don't hit the minimum of your ID. That's probably it. Which like it doesn't matter.
42.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, you know what? Corporate grant is probably banned or something.
In casual, I don't think there's any bans.
Then
what's your ID?
Kit.
Yeah, Kit's a 45.
Oh, 45.
That's why. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, that's
okay, cool,
totally
cool.
fine.
We're legit.
Yeah. Okay.
All
right.
Great seeing you. I will be back when you're ready for me.
See you in a bit. I'm gonna mute Devin. Good luck, have fun. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, let's just do that. Okay, we can work with this. All right, welcome to our D-list draft. So influence is probably the issue. Oh my god, yeah, influence is definitely gonna be the issue. There's so many issues that are probably gonna come up. So we're playing against Kit. So the first code gate encountered becomes for that encounter for the remainder of the run a code gate. We have 2 non-code gates. Thanks, you two. We have a TBTF in our opening hand, which is like the best economy we can maybe ask for, but unfortunately gives bad pub. We have to be worried about medium, so we definitely want to get like a barrier on the inside. So just getting like an Arcade in there is fine. We can do wall static, and then I don't know if we too big to fail this turn. I don't think we're gonna be pressured to res everything. And even if he like has to trash a clone suffrage on turn 1, which you generally don't have to, we'll be okay. I'm gonna keep this hand. I feel like we can do a lot worse. And then hopefully we build a server that we can just jam into like every single turn. That kind of would be the best case. Okay. Sax mulliganed. Ooh, okay. So we have other win conditions. Like we have, you know, boom and stuff in mid seasons. No inner code gate seems like a good start. Yeah, that's the best we can do. Like we have so much code gates, and I think we still have a fair bit of barriers. We don't have a lot of sentries. So what do we want on R&D? What's gonna be the most taxing? I forget what his factors are, and I'm not gonna like open the deck list and constantly check because I don't think that's gonna be really fun. But I reckon these are almost equally taxing. We have a chance of triple advancing the Alcat, although that's gonna ruin us. So yeah, we'll just do this on R&D because again, medium and all that. I don't think we want to get bad pub turn 1, especially if we're putting stuff on the table. So we'll do a new remote server. We could always consider putting contract killer behind it. I'm not really excited to do that. And I don't want to draw here because we should have done that first click. So we'll do new remote. And I'll just put this out. It's not going to get value. If he checks it, so be it. And we'll see. 42. What was the draft pool? Yo, Schmendrix. It was just the StimHack 2023 cube. You can find it on NetRunDB if you search those terms. It's like 2023 Parhelion. So it has the new Parhelion cards in it. But yeah, it's the most modern one that the StimHack cube that was posted by Big Unit. I like flooding all the chat with off-topic stuff. It's all good. How was your stream tonight, Sengren? I saw you're streaming, but I didn't have time to check it. Oh, that's kind of annoying. That's fine, though. If this gets imped, it costs what the imp cost. But, like, you kind of have to commit to imping that, because if you run HQ and, like, trash an operation with imp, like this, you know, or your mileage may vary. If I can read that kind of thing by night. Yeah. We had some weird issues with chat last week where it wasn't like replicating in restream. I'm so excited for these games. It stays. It stays. It's really funny if you run HQ and like trash like now if you trash an operation like a too big to fail, it's gonna feel really bad when we return it with clone suffrage movement. Like that can't be right. Now you have to trash this. Third one imp is like pretty good HQ pressure. I don't think there's any other HQ pressure. I'm pretty sure Ahmed drafted all right, I'm just gonna get that back, I guess. I think Ahmed did draft. Let me just take that back. I think he did draft Bagat. Mushin, no targets. I forgot it was Thursday because I just got back from vacation. It was a nice little coding stream. Yo, how's your vacation? Stream down on a Thursday, Coming King, and you best. No, I'm excited about that. So we can Mushin this out. Like, it's not the best Mushin target. I think we can consider giving bad publicity. Mushin, this could work. I'm just going to do it. Let's see how he respects it. Again, if he doesn't trash this, we get the Mushin back, but he's definitely going to trash this. I think we're going to click for credit here because I don't want to get bad pub on the turn that he's going to trash the clone suffrage, and I don't think we need the money. But this can do 2-me damage or trash connection. I'm not sure if there's any super important ones. I try and do some actual Netrunner sometime later this week /end. Yo, have you found that like standard exploration has kind of just fizzled because people are waiting for a ban list change? I've been playing just startup, and startup's been like really great. Yeah, now it's hard because I don't know what economy Sax has on just 3 credits here, right? Like I don't know how he can recover from this economically. I don't know what his econ is. I think he has 1 gamble. I think I got the deuces, but like there's gonna be some click for credits coming up. Because again, like if you have to get Nexus down, you definitely want to be floating around 10 credits. Love Motion, it's been a while. Yeah, 3 counters is good. For what it's worth, like Regenesis in a lot of ways can be the superior card, but I think the worst for threatening here is 4 tags with Scion. It's also worth knowing that we have this as an option, but again, you need to have at least 4 credits because it says if able, but putting Sax down to 0. Damn it. He checked. That's good to know. I think everyone's waiting for a standard update. I can't test my corpse against good runners. Yeah, I think a lot of people are waiting. Oh, that used the imp counter. I think we're super happy about that. But now this has to come down. So again, we're just forcing him to do stuff instead of developing board. Like he really hasn't developed board, which is good because then we can actually jam behind a wall static. Unless he like hard cast Yogg. Oh, that's good. That's actually really good. That's the best econ he can get there. Regenesis, you mean mitosis? Jackson, yeah, you know it. You know I do. I never get that right. Oh man, I don't want to score this. I don't want to score this. Let's draw once. Okay. All right. We're going to have to take the bad pub next turn. That is economy that he can play on fewer than 3 credits. That's pretty good. This is the issue too, is that if we don't do something with this, it's going to eat our remotes for a while. And as much as this is defensive, I don't want to score this out. Because I think we're going to lose on like 5 points. And it's just going to get us to those 5 points and we lose sooner on. Like this might have been better in Central Server to allow him to steal it. Because at least the imp is out. And I don't think it's under recursion. We'll see. I think we have to res this. Maybe he mediums. For what it's worth, this was a code gate now, so it's not like he can slap Yogg and go. Click for credit. Does he have the Shigamble? He probably just wants to install something cheap here, right? Yeah, that's good enough. You just pawn that. This does code gates, but it's only 1 strength. Oh my god, no, please. This is the worst. Straight up the worst. Like, this is about to be, again, the worst. Why can't we play this? Oh, they didn't make a successful run. I'll draw once. HQ's wide open. Come at me. I wonder if also, like, just playing, what's it called? Send a message would be, how big of a difference it would be instead of Pyrrhec. So this is a click for 2 credits. It's, like, fine. It's okay. Obviously, Aesop's is so much better when you're trashing stuff that actually has got use, but that was like, you know, a click and a credit to game 3. So it's a click for 2. It's like, you know, Armitage. I don't think it's absurd, but you take it in the format. And now we really need to get this out of here. So we'll do double advance next turn. If he ends up taking the tag for the maze, though, we have 1 boom potentially in 32. I totally forgot how bad drawing these are. I totally also forgot it has new art at some point. I'm so used to seeing the old one. Different man yelling at different table. Sam is so much better than Pyrrhec, but in my opinion, maybe you should let them res nice when they lose. Maybe you should let them res nice when they lose 3 points. Yeah, that's the idea. Special offer for Hyperbaric. Whoa, that's greedy. Because that's going to be at least 5 credits before breaking. Oh. That's interesting. That's actually really interesting. So we could do double advance here. I think it's relatively safe. And then the question is, what do we do last click? Like, we could always Hansei review out the economic warfare. I think we just need to do anything we can get to make money. Also, with the bad publicity, Hyperbaric is actually way better. Like, you can always bounce off that. It's like clicking for a credit. I do think we can also single advance the Seamless, but the Seamless is so good. I think we do this, and then we just put this on the table. There are 4 Mo-hosted advancement counters. Oh, no. So it's not like... If you steal this, I would love to have this fork on the table, but the most we can do is Seamless advance. So we'd have to do install advance, and then... So let's undo this. Yeah. So I'm going to undo the advance. I'm going to put this on a table, and I'm going to advance this also. Because if he ends up stealing this, we can like Seamless and Ronin him. That's a line that we're going to pursue, as much as it's not great. Have you seen 1 non-trap so far? Again, I don't know if he's looking at the deck list. He might be. Hansei away the Pyrrhec, leaving HQ open. They'll never check archives. Yeah, at some point. Oh. Hansei, yeah, we might want to get rid of it. Okay, there's the boost. So that was actually free. They saw the Seamless from HQ. And now if he ever ends with less than 3 cards in hand, we have something. Ooh, that's cool. So do we Seamless out the Obokata? Or do we advance it and let him brew? That's hard. Eventually the wall of static is going to fall apart as soon as next turn. So I think we actually can just let it on the table. I think we can want to let it because I think that's actually a better win condition for us. So I'm going to draw once. This on HQ is like fine. With bad publicity, eventually we'll go there to 2. I'd slow roll the Obokata. I don't think we have to advance it. I think our economy is so bad. I think we're actually going to get rid of this. So we can draw once. We're hoping to get not an agenda there for obvious reasons. And we'll just get rid of this. Not great. I don't know if he is going to check this. It kind of maybe looks like a failed trap. So maybe we advance it again. But that's the problem. Is like if we don't commit to pushing this out of the remote server sooner than later, we're going to flood up like right now. Do we want ice to eat the kid ability? Yeah, we do. We do. We actually could have put ice on there. But at this point, like it's more about the bluff than it is anything. But you're right. We probably could have kept that on there. Maybe the warfare is worse. With the bad publicity mantle, yeah, maybe it is. We don't have a snare either in the list. But cards in hand is super important here. Yeah, I think actually advance this and putting the Viper on it would be a really good play this turn. Shit. Okay. All right, so you can check server 1. Putting him on game point, right? Like checking server 1 here is actually kind of cool. He also knows that this is likely not the what's it called? The other grid that we have that advances stuff to La Costa. Do you think Pyrrhec should be send a message in draft? No, any momentum swing with that seems minimal. Yeah, losing this is so bad. It's like such a rock. And that's kind of the benefit, right? Like you can still lose to send a message and, you know, it's not the entire game is over. Okay, this is obviously bad. He's going to start tunneling R&D. The question, does he have his medium? Because that's how we lose. So we can always put this on R&D to eat that, so he actually has to produce a fractor, which is probably important. Advance this once, click for credit. I don't want to economic warfare because I value having a card in here. And I think he's going to run every turn to use his mantle credit. So we either can get a credit or we can economic warfare. I'm going to get a credit. Now it's so wild. Like, you run the Obokata, we have a couple ways to win. We can win from the Ronin, and we can win potentially from the Boom. Now the issue though with the Obokata is you can always choose not to steal it. So if you access the Amaze first. So honestly, I think we don't res the Amaze if he accesses, hoping that he accesses this first and then die to the Ronin. It's really weird. It's really, really strange how that works out. Trashing the passport. Okay, that makes sense. I think Amado was like really hot on this passport, more than I was. Sec testing, that's a sick way to use the mantle and bad pub. But again, so what the hyperbaric hits, like, I guess 15 strength, whatever Janus is, it doesn't matter. He's doing good value on his run. There's the warfare, as we have it. And not checking server 1. Okay. So we're now going to push something into server 1. Got to discard something here. And maybe you just pawn this, throwing out the tunnel vision. Ooh. Bye-bye doggos. Yeah. Do we ever, like, Seamless think this is a win condition? Do we ever just put this in server 1? And then next time we do Seamless Boom and that's it? It's so weak to an open HQ though. I think we just score this out. But next turn, if we, like, that's the thing, is if we just over install here and he doesn't run it, we win. If you place it, I'll assume he checks the new card, and I think we're okay with that. So need to score out? I don't know. Maybe with 2 ice he does, but maybe he doesn't too. Because, like, it's so weird to put something into here when he knows that we know he can get in there. I just don't think we're ever going to score it to 7. Maybe. What's that? I don't actually know what to do here. Yeah, whatever. I'll score it out. The problem with this play too is it's really difficult too, because there's like two, if he hits the Boom from HQ, our whole play falls apart. Yeah, if we get an ice on here and then he has to actually find a way to deal with the wall static, that's a pretty good line. But I think he's going to run HQ. He declined the pawn shop. Okay. So be sick if he still had the Viper. Yeah, if we had the Viper, it'd be pretty good. Admittedly, the Viper is a bit of a liability, but at that point, he has to go find the, what's it called? Checking archives. Love it. He has to find the, oh, sec testing. Okay. Ooh, cash. That's good money. His econ engine's actually doing it. Yeah, so let's get an ice here. Even if it's a code gate, we don't care. Well, I kind of hate this. Maybe he'll check on a later click. I want him to steal this. I'll seamless out if we have to, but like, oh my God. We have 9 agendas. We've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've drawn more than half our agendas in our top 20 cards. Wait, that's actually what you'd expect. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 agendas in our top 20. Okay, it's a fair bit over. Stack testing for archives? Yeah, we have to push in their mode, so he actually has to check. He has to do something. Maybe actually pushing the breaking news is right, because if he steals it, the maze doesn't, like, he's not on game point. That's the problem with this push. Yeah, we probably should have put it in breaking news, because if he doesn't run it, oh, and he's checking third click. Okay, so he's going to be able to clear the tags. It's going to be kind of expensive, but so be it. So this is a code gate because of Kit. Cost bad pub. We will res this. Okay, so he's on game point, so just running HQ wins 40% of the time. 2 tags. So options here, you clear the tags, you go down to 4. Seems fine. You could also risk it. Like, what's the chance I have a Boom? I do. Thought you wouldn't run. Mid-seasons means I don't clear. That's true, but like, not actually. You have credits. Oh, I see what you mean, but I still think you can, mid-seasons will be fine. Like, if we spend 5 credits to do a mid-seasons, how are we winning the game? Yeah, I don't know if you're worried about mid-seasons here. I wonder what cards he's like particularly scared of. It seems like mid-seasons for sure, but I don't think you worry about mid-seasons here. The problem is like if he wants to like play around boom, run HQ is the thing, and run HQ is like obviously how we lose. Okay, clear tag, clear tag. Check R. Oh, it's a sec testing. So just clearing one tag is cool because it plays around boom really well. Two tags. Okay. Could we concede? 3, 4, 5, 6. We drew 7 out of our 9 agendas. Draw ice, jam breaking. It's the best we have, but he's definitely going to run HQ. Like, we've been trying so much. You have to jam and pray. It's free to check. Like, I think we just have to do this anyways. And we throw out an agenda here. Yeah, this is really, really bad. And this is like what's really rough about Let me try that again. It's what's really rough about limited is that like if you don't have ways to control your hands and you can't play your hand out, like you do flood. And like we have one spin doctor. Draw for ice here doesn't matter. We wanted to draw for ice there to jam, but the fact that we're taking so long to figure this one out is not a good look. So we can jam this and hope that he doesn't run it. I think he probably will. At least if he gets this, he doesn't win. We'll do something like that. Maybe we should discard an agenda there. Completely betrayed by the cards. What did you do to them? I think we threw out that Viper. I think throwing out the Viper actually cost us so much with the kit ability. Yeah, sec testing on archives is what I expected, which means like I'm not disinterested on trashing this. Oh, he's checking this. Cool. Oh, don't mind if I do. Wait a second. We win. Does he clear the tag? It's his economy engine. If he clears the tag, we win. Do you think? Oh. Okay. That's cool, I guess. Good job, us. We believed in ourselves. Good game. I had 7 points in end. Oh my, what? Yeah, I drew 7 out of 9 agendas. That was so rough. Admittedly, if we had like, it's such a different game if we had that Viper, because then he actually has to do something here. Here, I'm gonna jump back into chat, into thing. Hey, I'm back on. Yeah, hey, I hear you.
I did not play that as well as I could have.
No,
but Andre.
Yo.
Do you know what my opening hand was that I mulliganed?
What was it?
Account siphon. Legwork.
Woo!
I had the stone cold nuts on turn 1, but I was so sure you would ice HQ that there was no point in keeping it.
You're right. Like I was worried. So my opening hand had no agendas. And so for that, like I want to ice up HQ R&D, a bit. I know you have medium, which I'll lose to that eventually. I don't think I'll lose to it on turn 1 because then you do that instead of breakers, which is probably rough. So I wasn't expecting account siphon. Again, like you saw, I played one economy card. Admittedly, you trashed it and I brought it back on the same turn, which was pretty funny.
It was such a misplay on my part.
Yeah, it's been a big goof, but yeah, that's fine. Clone suffrage is its own thing.
I needed imp empty. It's all good.
Yeah. We had a line there too, because the remote server was like a maze into Obakata. And if you ran that, like, I don't even know if I res the amaze because I want you to steal the Obakata. Because if you do, then we have Ronin on the table. So like we built some cool forks, but yeah,
I saw that.
We drew so many cards and they were all agendas. Like we had nothing. I kicked myself. I threw out a Viper and like just putting the Viper on server 1. So you have to deal with the wall of static is definitely the play.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I threw away my corroder because it was irrelevant, but yeah, that would have been.
Oh yeah,
that would have been enough to keep that server taxing.
Yeah, so on our last turn, we were just drawing for any ice, even if it's a code gate, we don't care, right? Like we just need something there so you can't check the breaking news.
I definitely read server 1 as Manigarma Maze, and to never run it late enough that I would get tag killed.
Yeah.
I I didn't realize until about turn 5 that a single advanced card on the board represents my death.
With what?
I was gonna play the paparazzi because I had it in hand.
Oh, the single card death with boom?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that is true.
Advance, boom. And then when you put out 3 cards, I realized you just drew boom. That's why you're giving me 3 targets so that I can go and do anything but hit the one that I'm supposed to. So I
Yeah.
immediately went and got all of them.
Yeah, no, it's the one that you did
But I
run,
missed the one I
obviously. Yeah,
didn't.
it matters. But that's the thing is, like, I was so worried that if you're going to play around boom, like, the right play a lot of times is run HQ. And if you run HQ, you win not only 60% of the time on the agendas, but then 80% of the time because you trash the boom. And if you trash the boom from my hand, I lose just as easily.
Until security testing, I was running HQ every turn.
Yeah.
And after that, I started needing money more. By the way, I had the Mantle VP Hyperbaric.
Yeah, I should not have given the bad pub, but no, I think I have to.
No, 100%. I imped it and then let you get it back for no reason.
It cost me a credit.
It was a very fun game.
Yeah, that was wild. I was going to drown in like a turn. That was that like feast or famine right there.
I had really hoped to hit Siphon at some point and be like, now I just win. You can't do anything. I have all the money.
Oh yeah, no, I'm done. I'm totally done. Like I can't ice on HQ.
Finality as the next card, but that would not have worked because you had all the agendas already.
No, yeah, no, this deck, like, I drew bad, but this deck did exactly what I thought it would, which is, like, not have economy and then just click for credits. And then if you siphon me, I'm out of the game. It's not good.
But, except where it is. Because...
If I can stick a breaking news while having the boom in hand, it's, like, so unlikely. Cool. Do you want to do the other side?
Would you like to switch sides?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Here, let me host.
Yeah, this is super fun. This is one thing that I miss about Netrunner in general is that with Constructed, I feel like you always have to play well. Sorry, you have to play really good decks, or you play jank, and once you queue into a 409 Prison or some cutting edge Reality Plus, you don't get to say, well, I was just playing jank, can you play jank too? Right?
So I totally hear you, and like I get that frustration for sure, but like I think it's easy to get around that on JNet. You just label your lobby.
Fair. I guess part of its ego also is I want up when it doesn't. With drafting, I feel like we're all jank. And if you get really, really good jank, I'm actually happy for you because you drafted something cool.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Anyway.
Sorry, lobby's open if you want to jump in.
Okay.
No, it's all good. Cool. All right. I forgot what I drafted, but we'll figure it out. All right.
Oh, Reyna.
Yeah, for sure.
Did not see that coming.
Yeah, money matters, right? Right?
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm going to mute myself. Good luck, have fun, eh?
Yeah. Good luck.
See you in a bit. All right, Reyna's okay. I forget because it's been a minute. We drafted Corp first. Exactly what Sax has. I know that there's a Cortex lock. We're gonna try and not die to that. So like install an Obcurie face check. Kind of a liability. Early Astrolabe is good. Early Liberated is like fine. Inject is kind of a liability, honestly. Like if we just lose our breakers, we lose our breakers. They're not coming back. Besides, I think we have one scavenge. Sax, I'm in mulliganed, so I think we can mulligan this. Sports Hopper is like 3 credits to draw 3 cards. Not great. The memories, yes. The memories are huge. It's huge. I'm a big Sports Hopper fan. I'm going to mulligan this again. Could be better. Could be worse. That's actually potentially really good, depending on where HQ Ice is or isn't. So Hunting Grounds, I don't think it actually matters. It hits a low-key. Excalibur doesn't have text, does it? It's just a subroutine, I think. Deuce's opening is fine. Inside Job is nice if we can figure it out. And Tycoon is something we're going to try and avoid installing. It's something we drafted on accident. And hey, here we are. But yeah, this is the huge blowout if this is not respected. I don't know if Ahmed remembers that I drafted this, because Account Siphon obviously gets all the attention in the world, and rightfully so. I should really look at his list. Whoa, shipment. After 3 cards installed from HQ, original core set. We're pushing out under most of it. Again, we have Inside Job, but like if he doesn't have money, maybe he can duck this. 3 card undo. Uh-oh. It's all good. All right, we're just doing it again. So this is 3 cards. You do them one at a time. This is a nightmare for rules, from my understanding. The original modded in like OG core set was a card like this. The Diversion Respect. I still think we're going to face check. Actually, do we just face check? He has to pay 1 extra. I think we have to check these. I don't know what the worst case is. I think bioethics is not that bad. We'll draw some money here. I don't think we did draft Parisha. If we put down the Amakua, then we have Amakua, and then we can start checking, and then we can eventually land this. So I'm going to put this down. Let's just start checking. We can trash maybe one of these cards. Jeeves lurking, launch. We'll definitely trash that. We'll check server 2. Lunch. That's not what I expected to happen. Kind of want an Amakua counter, but that's wild. That's definitely a must trash. Is he going to use that information to our disadvantage? We'll just check what it is. I don't think it's that bad. There's a Jeeves. Okay, that's fine. We can't deal with that. So once we get up to 4 strength, I think is where we have to be. We can land a diversion. We know he can't duck it too well. So we're just going to hit R&D, get some accesses here. Unfortunately, we have no way to make... I think he has 2 of those, though. We have to click for credits. I think there's a chance Amaku doesn't. Okay, Victor's good to know. That's a 4 credit res, and it's not a real face check if we click through it or take a core damage. But like so much of the next part of the game like is us getting diversion. And going down to 1 credits obviously was super ugly. I don't know if Spin Doctor's a must trash. Probably is. We saw how bad our hand was. And if Sax can't do anything, again, at this point, he probably has an agenda in hand. Maybe 2. Because we're looking at 18 agenda points. Oh, he's on government takeover, actually. So the agenda density is probably really low. Wonder what's on HQ. How many credits do you even set aside? It's like hard to tell. We can take 3 net damage from, I think the worst face check is 3 net damage from Cortex Lock, which is honestly not that bad. Oh, he res Jeeves. This is 3. It's not Mirror Morph. Yeah, I think he might have thought it's Mirror Morph. Oh no, he's installing. Sorry, I thought he clicked for credit. So he can get another install here. Okay, so one of these is maybe the Vitruvius, or sorry, the Victor. Oh, it's a DQ. Okay, cool. So this actually only costs us 1 to trash, as long as we can get in there. So I think we want to face check here to see what the size is. If we even get a run here, we don't trash it. Not only do we get an Amaku counter, but the daily quest doesn't fire. So I'm going to go first click into here, because if it's a Victor, we can click through it. And I think he can only res 1 ice here. Yeah, it's a Victor. So this is totally fine. We want to click through this. Do we want to take the core damage? I don't think our clicks are that good, so we can go through this. And we can trash this. We can always just let it ride. I think we're going to check HQ here. Yeah, there's our econ. It's just hard to go through this over and over again, but we could play 2 to gain 2. It's like, it's okay. There's a guard. That's good to know. That's 5 card res, and there's his econ. So here I think he has to click for 4 with Jeeves. Can we check every turn? I think on 2 credits, there's nothing we're worried about. Again, we need money, which means we have to draw through our deck. I don't know if there's any good top deck that's going to be good enough, but you see how good Amaku is in the format. We'll draw once. That's not good. I think we have to click for credits at some point. Oh, good game. Damn, we're good. Well, that was good. My money was drying up. Like, oh man, yo, what up?
That was so bad for me.
Oh,
but I'll be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize Daily Quest paid you before you trashed it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I thought that you'll run in there first click, run out of clicks, not be able to afford to trash it, and I'll have the momentum.
So Daily Quest is really weird because not only do I get paid first, even if I touch it, you don't get paid. So even going through it just to get an Amaku account or not trashing it would be the right play. The text on it's really, really interesting.
Makes a successful run they gain. When your opponent can get through if the rater did not make any...
Yeah. So
okay.
If I run my quest, even if I can't trash it, I would do it just to make you not get paid. Especially because you end up paying 4, right, with Victor?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. It only makes sense to do that if I'm getting paid back immediately and costing you your turn.
Yeah, for sure.
I have Excalibur on R&D.
Oh, cool. Cute.
But GT kind of sunk me. Very much kind of sunk me.
That's one way to put it, yeah.
I would very much have put that in the archives and been done with it. When I opened, I think I had 2 or 3 agendas.
Whoa.
So
After
it was
the
like,
mulligan?
Yeah, a mulligan into worse.
Okay.
So I was like, I need to longevity serum away this hand.
Yeah.
And there's a really good chance you don't just run everything if I install a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, Amaku
then I realized
was the
if
reason.
I install Daily Quest, you get 8 credits.
Yeah. Well, no, you just don't res it.
Does it care?
Yes, because text is only active if it's rezzed.
So I could have done that then.
Yeah, it would have just been out there. I wouldn't have trashed it, so like I can just check it. But you don't get money off of it either because you have to res it on your turn.
I'm not trying to get money. I'm gonna set up the defense later.
Yeah, you can always put this out. It's like it's okay. Do you want to run that back?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, cool. I feel like this was not a good example of decks.
Yeah. Jeff is saying this is sort of why I think Corps need a lot of help in most limited formats. I agree, and like that's the thing is like adding more spin doctors or like Jackson Cowards. I don't think like it just helps you deal with these issues. Which I'm cool with that.
I mean, if I had played it differently, I had a spin doctor and a Jackson Howard.
Oh right? Wow!
You trashed one, I found the other.
I didn't know you had both. Oh yeah, that's easy. Amaku is huge for runners. Yeah, no, I'm seeing it. Yeah. New lobbies up, eh?
Cool. Let me back out of this one. Mute out again. I'm having a blast, by the way. You're super fun to play with.
Oh, cheers, you too, man. This is fun.
All right, Corp time.
Let's do it.
This time with less government takeovers.
Yeah, like you can control that. Okay, good luck and fun, man.
Bye.
Okay, all right. Let's try that again. Obviously, finding the government takeover is a thing that will happen in every couple games. Still probably worth it. Opening hand, no economy, no Amakua. We have actual breakers they want us to install. I don't want to do that, and I'm just gonna mulligan this. We'll see what Sax does. Kept. That's scary. Never love that. We're gonna mulligan in. Is this better? Yeah, we have Proco fish. Turtle, excuse me. Proco turtle. That seems good. The problem with Proco is if we get it down, like we have to discard some cards. We can easily discard game day. We can discard Bocklin, but now that actually puts Sax on the clock because the value of proposition of a Proco catches up. The other option is just like slam Amaku and just like hit centrals. But again, I think our biggest econ cards cost like 5 or 6 to install. So I don't love going down to 2 on turn 1 unless you find the government takeover. That's cool. First click draw. Don't have the diversion. Ooh, hedge fund start. That's good. Okay, ISWH2. There's the respect. Why did runners stop playing Proco? It's a bit too slow. It's kind of click intensive. It's pretty slow. For what it's worth, Shaper economy used to not exist. Like Shapers did not have operations or events that gave them economy, and that's largely shifted. They have now better. Well, they still have good card draw. They still had good card draw, but now they have like other ways to generate economy. Proco also like works well with other engines. It's really good with Haley, where you could just draw 3, install 2. Like that sort of play pattern is really good. Also, modernly right now, installing expensive long-term proposition resources is just a bit dodgy into our friend Drago. Oh wait, that Liberated's coming up maybe in a turn. So can we discard 2 cards here? Yeah, we can discard Game Day Bocklin. For what it's worth, Bocklin's actually really sweet with Reina. I think we'll do Zenit Amakua. Actually, we probably don't even need Zenit, but it's really good with Amakua. We could definitely discard a card here. Astrolabe is going to be good enough. I don't think we need Game Day. I don't think we need Bocklin. Floating a tag with Proco is like mediocre. The Simul chip we don't need. I could imagine us being okay. Yeah, Proco's neat. Proco's neat. Laguna Velasco also was a thing for a while, which turned out to be just a bit of a better card because just getting more cards was really good for those start engines. But yeah, it's just kind of fallen off in style. But for what it's worth, like Shaper kind of fell off in style largely until Boat, and then on top of that now World Tree. A lot of World Tree decks don't even play this as a 1-of, which I think you probably could. You probably could play it and install it for 2 credits. But yeah, I've like really kind or fond memories of old Shaper play from like Montreal back in the day, where it's like Proco was your turn, double install with Haley. There was even decks that played like no events that were winning events. Pun intended. Spin Doctor on the draw. So hand probably has a lot of agendas. Probably gonna be a shuffle here. I don't know whether we can force the check with the Zenit. This is where we wish we had the Astrolabe turn before, but it's actually a bit ugly with Proco. We might get too much card draw. I'm not actually sure which kind of event economy we can get off of this hand that's playable. Not a lot. Hacktivist would be okay. Rigging up would be good. Indexing would be good, but we need to deal with the Spin Doctor. It's Proco once. Scavenging. Turtle Archives, save up for lid. Yeah, it's like hard. We have a fork here. But I think we're just gonna keep the pressure on because just like enough credits and this is good enough. So we'll check archives first. There's no punitive. This might shuffle that. And we can always just check this last click. I'm not sure if there's any punishment. So it looks like it was 2 agendas. Or at least 2 face downs went back, right? So we'll check what this is. With 1 credit, there's not a lot we can trash. The regolith. Or sorry, what's it called? Melange, maybe. Hey, Alec, how's it going? Even with Career Fair, it feels slow. With Career Fair, it's actually like really good, but there just wasn't a lot of Shaper decks that wanted to play Career Fair and Proco because there wasn't that many targets. And a lot of Haley decks didn't want to play, as they wanted to play a few events. So tired. Sorry to hear that. EVs and sleep regression. I don't know what that means, but that sounds terrifying. Blue level, that's a lot of draw. So they drew 3 cards in a turn. So poking HQ at some point seems good. I don't think, does Sax have any program destruction? If he can figure out how to play another operation here, it'll trigger Jeeves. And it looks like he can, considering he res Jeeves. Sleep regression, amount of sleep problem, or the timing of sleep problem? I've been struggling to fall asleep recently. Okay, so Jeeves was resed. As a joke. Jeeves did nothing there. Okay. So what do we do? What are we procoing into? I think we can adjust the neat here. Lost Bachlan. Hate it. Build our own proco. Traffic accident. I don't think he has any tag punishment, but we'd have limited hand side. All right. Amaku is at 3. So I think we have to set up. I think we're just going to keep procoing through. Ooh, deuces is something. We need to use our raid ability and poke HQ. I think we're going to do next turn. Do we need to be on above 3 strength? I'm not actually sure. For good sleep health for my coziest runners. Oh, thank you, Jen. Scavenging doesn't seem necessary just yet. I think we can proco again and just throw out some bad cards. Oh, I do want a Gravedigger, though. I do kind of like a Gravedigger. So Code Gatebreaker. There's a CBS somewhere. We have to watch out for that. Eventually it'll be archives. I don't think we need the console right now. I don't think we need the scavenging right now. I just noticed it was draft. Yeah, so we're playing against Sax, who put together like a cube draft. Or like not cube draft, but like a grid draft website. So we ended up drafting decks. It took like an hour. It's really nice. If you want a link, here's a link. New remote again. Drew 3 in the last turn after Jackson. So I do think there's a big chance there's what's it called, agendas in there. And I think we can check. We can also like deuces wild if we're like really unsure of ourselves. But if we can just get our economy up, haha, it'd be sick to get Gravedigger down. Probably too slow, but it'd be sick. Maybe we get to consume as well. So we'll start with the deuces. I think we're going to do cards and credits with it. I don't think we need to do the expose. We have to check these. We have the inside job. Okay, so we're going to check all of them. Trying to do one locally. Oh, totally going to do one? Heck yeah. Melange. Okay, we have to bring that down. Our economy is just not there. Bioethics. We don't have to bring it down, but we probably should. We're already here. Do we want to last click into ice? I don't think so. Do we ever need to inject? Injecting is like not the worst. It's an economy card and we just only need Amakua. Fortunately, we threw out scavenging and everything else. So what are we discarding here? Probably inject. I'd actually think we'd rather proco. People know here no draft is my passion. Hell yeah. Yeah, Sax is putting together other things like Hearthstone type. Here's 3 cards, singleton draft, like draft 1 card, which is really nice. There's a Jackson, so that's the last recursion piece. Oh, I think he also has what's it called, Project Reset or Bird Barbecue. I don't know the name. So now there's a lot of cards in HQ. I do think this is an upgrade, and then there's at least 2 agendas in HQ that might be fixed this turn with Jackson. Are we ever gonna get a liberated? Nah, no. Oh, he has a what's it called, fully op. It's a Sundew. Okay, so we need to trash the Sundew this turn. It's like our priority. So how many money do we need that? Some money? Can we get through this ice for 1 credit? I think we can. If it's a Z 2.0, what does it do? Or Victor 2.0? I don't know. I think we take a core damage. It starts to get ugly. We can't let this up. I think we'd rather run HQ though. Oh, rigging up is kind of cool. I wish it was a career fair. We'll run HQ. We're going to draw another card here, which is ugly. I feel like we might have not put down the Zenith. So this is the first time Reyna matters. We just want to make him spend money. What hits us here? It is the Cortex Lock. I was just going to say the Cortex Lock does hit us. Okay, so we're going to lose some good stuff for sure. We kept the Aaron. We lost Liberated, so the answer is no, ever. We got an inside job, though. But this we break for 1 eventually. There could be a CBS somewhere. There's a fully op. That makes a lot of sense, considering this play pattern. So we could install the Street Peddler and just hope it's something good. Again, I don't know what we have for strong economy off of this, but this is the issue we currently have. But 4 strength at some point he's going to have to purge, and it's actually not that bad with Chiefs to purge. especially with like Sundew going on in the background. Like I think actually he could consider purging this turn. So I think taking this down is probably our priority. Do we Proco and throw out the worst card? I think we do. Are we just gonna rely on Amakua? Like, are we throwing out breakers? I'd rather throw out Decoder, I guess. I'm a Street Peddler. I drafted Street Peddler just because I wanted to play Street Peddler. It didn't like, it's obviously a really good card. It's not like it made more sense in our deck. Do we not have operations or events, excuse me? No, I just wanted to play Street Peddler. Yeah, guys, so this turn we'll contest this Sundew. And he knows we can go HQ for a credit, which like, and a card draw. So reverse Proco. Did that Cortex lock feel good? No need to make the agonizing decision to throw out cards. It definitely, it's not the worst, but I just don't like that install. Like cards shouldn't do 4 net damage when the game should be about face checking on turn 1. It should not exist, let alone install Desperado, run into this game losing. I don't think any ice should be that good for 2 credits. The design of this that scales like from early to mid game, so I like this purge a lot. I think this purge is right. Yeah, that's the line. And that means the purge, we can't contest the Sundew, but we're going to contest it anyways. The problem is he gets the Sundew credits immediately. So we're just still going to contest it. He has 12 credits. Do we need to contest this? I think we do. Economy's so limited. We're just going to face check. Again, try and get Arena once per turn. I think that's probably bad for us. But now we can get a government takeover on R&D. Am I right? Indexing's going to get stuck on this. Shit, Diversion did, but Armitage is actually sick. Piotr, how's it going? Armitage on this is actually really good. All right, we'll get a free card draw. I think maybe he has a Tithe. Our economy's in shambles. That's good. Well, we can proc out freely here. I think we might need the rogue trading. Are there any banned cards in this draft format? It's not banned cards. It's just cards that aren't in the cube. So the designers of this cube went out their way to not include cards as easily as they included cards. So there's no reason to ban cards. You just don't put them in the cube. So like, I don't know. There's nothing that jumps out of not being in the cube. Like currents are in here. Hard-hitting news, accelerated diagnostics, Estelle Moon are in here. So obviously this guy's here who's banned. So like there's still really powerful cards. It's just as singletons that also you can't build your whole deck around unless you draft really good. They generally aren't as problematic. Temujin probably isn't in the cube, actually. That's a really good point. That's a card that's probably just way too good over everything else. Let me see. Is Temujin in here? No Temujin. Oh, sorry, we're not there yet. No Temujin. So there's probably no Sipper. There's probably no Blue Moose. So those are like pseudo banned, right? What do they do? Credit, Jeeves credit. That tracks. So we can always just rip out the Armitage. Icing up R&D a bit. Again, I do think there's agendas in HQ. They're just kind of hard to get. So I do think we run archives for a card and a turtle counter. Tech Writer is probably really bad considering how many things we're going to install. I think he has a biotic though. Hey, Wink Nugget, busy work night. How's it going? It's good. We're doing some draft. Bounty Hunter put together his grid draft program. So it's either we install something here. Obviously the tag from this is pretty nightmarish. I'm just going to install this, right? Like maybe it gets counters. I know he's playing government takeover and then some Pyrrhex, so less likely than anything, but whatever. It's fine. And this is where we can like just make sure we're Amakuing once a turn, and then that invalidates all ice over a long enough period of time besides the CBS. Inside job to trash Sundew might be a good idea. It's probably a good idea, actually. I think you're totally right. I think it is a good idea. We might be one turn too late. I think you are right. That's probably worth doing. I forgot that we didn't have to pay the 3 on this. So yeah, we just pay 4 to deny him the money he very, very dearly needs. So maybe we'll do it next turn because we have enough credits. Yeah, I like that. Oh, he didn't get the credits on the last turn because we ran it. I totally forgot. As long as you run this first click, we deny him the credits. Icing up archives. Again, you're going to have to ice up Jeeves, but I do think that's right. It's better that we run archives than Jeeves because of a Zenith. Yeah. Yeah. It's a shame that the Jackson Howard is going to bring back this fully op. Let alone the regolith too can be super important. Icing up this too. So it's going to make us work for Amaku. And now we're going to feel bad that we threw out all our programs. Or all our stuff. So we're going to maybe... Oh, cool. Well, now we have something to run. Biased reporting. Hold on. So named resource. So we can trash our resources. No, you can just have the money. Okay, we're not inside jobbing it anymore. We will check this. We don't get a card job, but I don't know if this could be Pat campaign. I think there's one. Oh, it's a news team. Can we go tag me? Probably not. We add this to our score, yeah, like it doesn't change that much. Like if we win off of government takeover anyways, right? Okay. So we want to run. Again, 11 credits is a bit ugly. Proco though, Proco is worth keeping. We still have 16 cards left. It's definitely worth keeping. We probably got our money worth. Yeah, that's my hope. So I think we can face check here. Again, I don't think I remember him drafting any program destruction. I think the worst face check I can remember off the top of my head is the what's it called? The 5 TraceX guy, Surveyor. But we have at least one link and he pays 6 for that, so it's probably not the worst. All right, well, let's try. Oops. Maybe there's something cheap they can res here again. With Reyna, nothing's exactly cheap. Did he get the Quandary? No, I think I did. Oh, Victor, that's fine for 4 credits. That's fine. So the Axis is worth a card draw. Would we card draw here? No, we'd rather Proco. I don't think we want to take another core damage. Okay, we'll just take the money. We got Amakua, we have Inside Job, but we're going to have to transition to Real Breakers. So we still have a Yogg. Again, Yogg kind of makes Archives good. We have access to MK Ultra in the bin, so we're not in a rush to put that in the Begalter. So it's only Yogg, which means we have no good way to get through the toll booth. We still have 2 Fractors in our deck. We have 1 Gauss. Sorry, I think we have 1 Fractor in our deck. I think we have a Sherman. Jackson to draw 2. Man, I hate that. We got to keep that in check. This is not Spin Doctor. It does something. But the more he draws up, the more likely we can run HQ. We can always like take the damage here. On top of that, if we install our MK Ultra, like we just take less damage. But now if he discards, we'll probably want to check Archives. We'll click through that. Or probably run Spin Doctor first, because in either way, even if we access an empty server, we'll get an Amakua counter, which is great. He has 17 cards left and hasn't scored an agenda out and still hasn't shown like a, oh, Beanstalks is nice. Hasn't showed scoring remote. So I think we can run it. We should probably still kill Sundew. At this point, we probably could, but I'm worried now with ice and everything, we need the Inside Job. So you might be right that we can't just let this go. Ugh. You're probably right that we can't just let this happen. He's going to shuffle back in Hedge Fund Bean. Maybe the face down. 10 credits. Maybe the fully op, though. I don't know. It's hard. You're right, though. I think if we don't trash this, we get iced out. We probably should have done this a while ago. We definitely should have done this a while ago. Okay, we only have 2 credits, so we're not threatening spin. Okay. Probably turn the Sundew remote into scoring remote. Yeah, eventually. Like, I think at some point he has to destroy that. Because spreading your ice out isn't great against Amakua. Okay, we also have a Tycoon. Totally worth remembering. We have a Tycoon. Proco again. Nobkuri. That's actually not the worst with Amakua. Unfortunately, it's also not great. This is definitely not going to get some money worth. Yeah, let's see if the Inside Job is worth it or not. I'd be surprised. At this point, agendas in hand, very likely. We're going to have to contest the Jackson. The problem is like we have no way to deal with this toll booth now. Yeah, I feel like the Sundew play might not be in right. No matter what, we're not getting through this, but here we force the issue. I think he has a longevity serum. That's also pretty bad for us, but we have to go HQ. We have to just tank this. I think we just tank this. Triple ice. Wow. Okay. So we definitely tank it. Oh, this is triple install because of Jeeves. It's still really expensive. And then last click Jackson. Oh, last click draw. Oh, it's a DQ. Okay. We didn't draft Pinhole, right? You can just use Begalter. Sure, but then we have to install Begalter. You're right. That's probably better. So we install Begalter and then we still have to break for 4, which is 2. Yeah, okay, whatever. But the last click draw there is like really sus. Maybe he doesn't have enough height. Do we install that? No. This costs us only 2 credits because we get the refund. Okay, more recursion. We drew into our this thing. But now we have a server that we can actually run really cheaply each turn. Unfortunately, our economy is done. Right? Like we threw out the Liberated. We emptied our Armitage. We lost our Rigging Up. Our Gravedigger would be good. But yeah, we need to like basically land in indexing, which we can't do without the Jackson Howard. And also we have to watch out if there's a CBS ever on the table. This is good. Please destroy that. What upgrades does he have? Does he have 2 upgrades? Doesn't have upgrades. I need to look at the list. Give me 1 second. What's the list? What did he draft? I have this somewhere. He was P1. Okay, upgrades are Cyberdex Virus Suite. That's a problem. Code Replicator, that's fine. Calibration testing, that's expensive. So probably a CBS we have to play around. We know that this is very likely to be CBS because there's only 3 upgrades in the deck. Triple install for Jeeves. I love how much Jeeves value he's getting. But if he reses the CBS to deny the Amaku on a face check, like it's fine. Okay. He's totally set up for government takeover score. Honestly, he might be, and that's a problem. He also probably has 1-2s. I think everyone does. No, he doesn't have 1-2. So even if he scores at the government takeover, he still has to do more work. Okay, do we put that on Knob Kari? No. We just run HQ here, and then we check R&D. Two credits for an Axis, and maybe an Amaku counter. Yeah, okay. Fire Speedy Grounds, that's okay. Let's run R&D. 4 gets us through most stuff. I think Victor 2 doesn't get us through. I'm not sure what big stuff he drafted. Toll Booth seems to be the higher end for sure. There's no Janus. And we still want to get that Reyna once a turn if we can. Oh, wow, Gutenberg. Whoa. 6 strength. That's annoying. Stop it. So we're going to have to clear a tag manually. That's a really expensive tax. We have a link for what it's worth. Single tag punishment. I don't actually know. If we steal an agenda here and we clear the tag with Aaron, like that's obviously wild. Guard, we saw that. So that actually is free if you run it once a turn with Begalter. Could we consider going tag me here? I think there's a chance. Because that means R&D is really, really soft. Oh, sick. All right. Oh, there it is. Okay, so our win condition is to index, but then we have to trash the Jackson Howard. Sax is only on 3 credits, and we're getting to game point, considering we know there's Pyrex in there. So I don't think we need this. Probably he purges this turn, which is obviously a nightmare. I think now we can play the rogue trading because we have rogue trading Aaron. Like, that seems good. Jackson doesn't seem like a real card. We can either Proco here and we can discard 2. We want to keep 1 Fractor in hand. We'll probably keep the Sherman. We haven't seen a barrier yet, but there's definitely barriers in there. I don't think we keep the Virus Breeding Ground. Because if he purges, it resets everything, right? It's not the worst, though. It's funny how it's not the worst. But this is a really nice combination, these two. So it's either we Proco and then discard 2. I think we can do that. We just discard the worst 2. Yeah, we don't want that. And we don't want... Knobkiri is not the worst. I wonder if Tycoon's better. It's so much of a better breaker, but giving Sax credits is not great. Why is he so strong? He's just Spin Doctor. I arguably think Spin Doctor is actually way better in a lot of lists. Triple credit? G's credit? Ooh, I thought we'd get a purge there. Oh, and an ice. So it's triple credit ice. Okay, so indexing is a bit harder. Here, I still think we run HQ for 2 credits, so we just like rogue trading. Which means we could Proco once. I just don't think there's anything we can draw into that's playable. Oh, wait, we need money first. Excuse me. We should always do money first anyways. Doesn't have quantum, does he? No. I think he probably would have purged here. We also get a card draw. So we either break it for a credit. Oh, actually, yeah. Seems fine. So we're going to draw too many cards. Code Replicator. I don't know if we care about this thing. I don't know if we care about it. We get an Amaku counter. This thing like forces you to encounter the ice twice. You can always just jack out. It's 2 credits. This doesn't matter that much. I don't think it's that good of a card. I'd rather have the Amaku counter. All right, here we have to clear the tag with this, so we're going to discard cards. Oh no, sorry, it's clickless, of course. Friday Chip. You may move a host of virus counter to a virus counter. When you trash a card to get a virus counter here, I don't think that's great. Mystic Miami has very frighteningly few targets in our stack, so that's probably not playable. So I think we just click for credit here. Code Replicator on a scoring remote would be annoying. We're never running this again. We just can't. We're unable to do it. So we have to give up on that. This is like on the cusp of consideration. This is definitely not good. And this is like, wait, this is a combo. I'm going to hold on to the combo. Our MU is going to be gated here forever. We have no more MU cards. But in theory, this can just get virus counters. You can just move them around with Friday Chip. Oh, no, hosted. No, that doesn't work. Never mind. Probably should have kept Knobkiri. It's better than this combo. I thought this, you could move any virus chip, but yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Now the issue is we have no pressure, like we have no multi-access, so we have to win off singles. But like 10 cards left here, right? Like government takeover is such a problem because the density is super, super low. But he scored out nothing. There's probably a government takeover in here. Longevity serum isn't. Okay, so we know exactly what the server is. This server is, he drew last click again. That's such a liability. We know the server is Code Replicator Cyberdex calibration testing. So there's a bit of fast advance for 3 credits. His money's not there. So I think we have to check HQ, check server 8. And at some point we need to contest server 6. We also could run here, but I think at that point it's a CVS. Index time? No, we have to deal with Jackson first. And eventually we'll break this for 1 credit. So he drew last click, so running HQ makes so much sense. So we just run HQ. But drawing last click with Jeeves is so risky, especially because we haven't seen a lot of agendas. Kill Jackson then index. Probably we're going to threaten it this turn. Of course. Gank sign. So we know simulation reset in hand. Gank sign's not the worst. We'll run the Jackson here. We probably need to check server 8. Again, we could actually contest this. The thing is like he'll res a CBS, and so that like we face check into this. He could also low key us into like a Cortex lock or something with the CBS, but again, that's 9 credits. I don't think we mind. Okay, we still get our Amaku counter here, which is great. So we're probably going to index next turn, unless he purges out. What game number is this? This is game 3. We won game 2 in like 3 turns because we hit a government takeover. Gang Sign's likely to score an agenda for you. I think the way things are going, he definitely is probably going to score out here. But I think like this is probably worth the click. I just don't know if there's cards in hand. We can check server 8. It's not the CBS. It's a Stell Moon. I don't think we care. As wild as that is, I don't think he wants uncontrolled card draw here. This actually works, right? Amakua? Amakua actually gets an access with Gang Sign, right? Because it's not during a run. So Amakua does charge up on Gang Sign. That's like good enough reason to do it. But only 10 cards left, no recursion besides the simulation reset in hand. So we're getting to the point like where we could just rogue trading go. Oh shit, with Jeeves too. So there's a longevity serum. So he has to do his triggers first. But then we get a Gang Sign access, then we get a Moran. So next turn we can do our thing. I'd be really surprised if we win off the Gang Sign. He did draw an unknown though. I made fruit smoothies. I'm like only a bit jealous. I actually had decaf coffee for the stream. First time I've done that. Thank you, Maddie, for the decaf coffee present. Quite nice. They can trash any amount of cards. They didn't trash anything, but they shuffled back Bias, Melange, Sundew. So just money, which makes sense. So the order here doesn't matter. We'll do Aaron first. Why not? We access a Victor. That's a 6 credit res that we break for 2 credits. We can also see the subroutines. It's a power counter for a trace. Okay. Index a government takeover. Yeah, it seems like it might be our time to shine, but like he could always res here this CBS. I think if he does that, we're happy with it. I've tried bad decaf. I wonder what good is. It's definitely good. It's like locally roasted coffee. So it's as good quality as locally roasted good coffee. I'm not a coffee snob, but I've recently got into like, you know, that sort of coffee lifestyle with our own grinder and all that. Love a local roast. Yeah. All right, jammed in. So we're seeing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points out of 18. Can we just smash the indexing? I think we can. I think we're going to first want some modicum of credits. So I think we can do rogue trading and indexing. There's nothing that will shuffle here. Maybe they fire the CBS. That's the worst case scenario. Are we going to need more than 7 credits? Again, this is 2 credits, so I couldn't imagine us. So we can just indexing and see how it goes. We might face check into something bad. CBS kills us if it's not a sentry. It does. But at least he spends 3 credits on that. Like if he spends 3 credits, whatever. Oh, wow. Oh, that's fine. Wait, this is totally fine. We can Amaku this. He could have CBS this. So we actually get through this. Maybe he's going to CBS here. I don't think he's going to CBS. He has CBS though. And like none of this ends the run. If we see an agenda here, I think we 100% win. Started using iced coffee method from James Hoffman with the V60 pour over. So much better than doing normal cold brew I was doing. I've never really tried iced coffee, but I'm a Hoffman enjoyer. Nothing. Shit. Maybe he doesn't have CBS on the table. He has to, because there's 3 upgrades in this, and his deck only has 3 upgrades. It has to be calibration CBS code replicator. All right, so what do we want to move down? What do we want to put the furthest away? Melange and Bias, we want to put the furthest away. Bias by a mile. Bye. Melange next. So now we check HQ. Do we consider running server 3? He might actually be holding an agenda in here, and I think we can check it. If he reses the CBS to bounce it off the toll booth, so be it. So I honestly think we just check server 3 next. Crashing in last click with an Amaku at 9, maybe that's a problem, but he's going to purge this turn for sure. So then we'll do red level next, bottom, probably should have done lower. We'll do shipment, mumbed. Something like that. Okay. So now with 4 credits enough, so we have to hit rogue trading. And at least the punishment can't be that bad, because he can't res like Surveyor, even if he does. We're fine. So we just charge Surveyor 3 here. Oh, it's going to purge us ourselves. It's going to purge ourselves. S3 got to be the takeover. I think there's a big chance. Oh, my headphones just died because there's no incoming volume. 1 second. I think we consider running this. I think it's very likely it's an agenda. Yeah, yellow. Rogue and 3, yeah. And then we quickly clear the tag. But we know there's no agendas in the next 5. So like that's not a lot of cards that agendas can be within. And with 4 credits, there's not a lot of maneuvering he can do here. And we know this has to be an asset or an agenda. We also still have, oh no, he used the Raynet on Excalibur, so he actually can res a 4-coster ice here. Again, we're not going to run through the ice pool. I'm getting married tomorrow. This is my prep. David, congratulations. This is a terrible prep, but I reckon it's going to be a lovely day regardless. Let's see if he reses a CPS. I think he has to, and I'll trade 3 for 3. Yeah, that there makes sense. Whatever. So now he's on 1 credit. He did this on the approach, so technically we can check out here. I'm not actually sure. But we're going to do what he was probably definitely trying to do. Have we had any corp wins? No. Heavens, no. Not even close. No, actually, no, I did win. I won. Next turn, I won my first game. Oh, we have a pinhole too. That's sick. And we know server 8's an Estelle, and Estelle can be popped as a... Wait, is Estelle instant or is she a click? I don't know. But like, we can just bounce off of that. Thank you. I now need a second set of Netrunner cards for her. Oh, that's cute. Oh, she can be instant. Not too hard to come about. If you're ordering from some, you know, you're making that order from No Signal, you just ordering some new cards. Whoa, they had a fully up, so now they're back in it. 6 credits and an advancement there. So the question is, can we get in there? We can't get through the toll booth at all. We have no more decoders. We have a Yogg actually in 5 cards, but that ain't it. We know it's not R&D. This is really, really quite ugly. This is where it gets bad. We have another rogue trading, which is night. No, for her. And CIGS, if there are no counters, like Estelle, like can they use Estelle? No change in game state. Yeah, you're right. There is no change in game state. Trashing, like paying the cost doesn't change game state. Seems like just turtle charge. Yeah, they might be able to score out. The problem is like we know the game's going to drag on, so I think we just do turtle charge on here. We actually probably want to just turtle charge Jeeves because if they end up spending on Jeeves, like it's better than this. This is a real game. Where are your agendas? Trashing this is actually reasonable because it actually plays around Pyrrhec, and I think playing around Pyrrhec is correct. Yeah, let's look at the agendas that they have. So he has Nisei Mark II, which is a problem. Longevity we see. So it's either FCOM, Superconducting, Government Takeover, or the Pyrrhec. So we have to trash Jeeves. Yeah, we just definitely have to. What format is this? This is a cube, like a grid draft. So it's the StimHack cube, and then BountyHunterSAx here made a website. Oh, at this point we should be just running server 6. Yeah, this ain't it. At this point we're just trying to get the turtle counters, so like there's no reason we should be running server 2 and we can just run server 8. It's just 100% safe. JK, no, it's not wrong. There's good cards here though. So again, we could run HQ for a card and an Axis. It costs us only 2 credits. They can't pop this. Yeah, it's a Stelman. We're just getting this counter. We need to get this to 5 in a couple turns. So I think we're just going to go for the counters. I think that's more awkward. And we can just get the credits next turn. Bad cards and Gang Sign. Yeah, now we know Gang Sign is going to be useless considering we know that they probably don't have anything in hand and the next 4 cards on RD are nothing. They didn't draw, did they? With, what's it called? with fully up? No, just straight credits. Is it the Nisei? Oh, they have to Cali it? Oh my god, it's a Pyrec. That's sick. I didn't consider that. 0 credits though. We have no way to win because we know it's not an RD, so we just slam HQ here. We'll get another Amakuwa counter. At least they can't purge easily. So it is a Surveyor. That's sick. So we'll do Aaron. That's nice always. Mumbad from HQ. We get an Amakuwa counter. So we know it's not in the next cards on HQ. So he's drawn 3. So we know the next 2 cards on HQ. Honestly, no joke. We cut our Shadownet from the deck and they played Noose Team. He played Noose Team and we had Shadownet. We could have Shadownet indexing to win. I am kicking myself so hard that we cut Shadownet. Even like, I think getting rid of an efficiency committee when he's playing government takeover is worth it. Like Shadownetting an FCOM. I'm gonna have to rewatch these games. I missed so much. Damn your life. Sorry, man. Yeah, the VODs will be there for sure. Yeah, I think we messed that up pretty considerably. We also know for sure that this is the what's it called? The one that we re-encounter. So here I think we just run HQ. We know the Jinteki card. We know server 3 and we know server 8. Then we just, once this is at 5 strength, we click for credits. Oh, Momogo, that's new. So we definitely hit this. We can actually float tags at the point. We have consume. Huh. And before it's in archives, honestly, pyoxed. We'll check in CERN. That's a good idea. That's not the worst idea. Does anyone remember the order what we put on the top of the deck? I think there's a red level clearance in hand right now. I think we just click for credits, right? This is where I love Gravedigger, right? Just to be able to go through the deck. All right, we'll keep Pinhole. We'll keep that. That's just like the cheap pseudo expose. We can check what's in server 3 with by running server 8. Well, in theory, this is actually going to get credits on it. We probably should trash it because I think he's going to install. At least if he draws R&D, like that's good for us. Well, we can get rid of these. Is this actually bad? When you trash a corp card? Yeah, probably not worth it. Clicking for credits is probably better. And we also know that we can get the last 3 cards of our deck with Aaron Moran like instantly. The question is, what are they? Red level? Let's see what he does here. Gain 2? Does he draw? Data dealer? You are thinking data dealer. We'd love it. Man, yeah, it would be so easy. So the next 2 cards on the deck, he drew. So he just broke lock. R&D is totally unknown cards. And he has a Melange in his hand. He has a Mumbed City Hall in his hand. And Shipment from Mirror Morph. But yeah, at this point, we can consider floating tags. So we could check what that is if we really want to. But I don't think he drew any unknown cards. So this is probably the Melange. Pinhole threading the Melange is worth it. I think. Yeah, it's almost definitely worth it. It's also really funny that the genetic resequencing things that we didn't trash actually is going to get us. Stel Moon doesn't fire. So I think we have to Pinhole threading to get down to Melange. What are my last 3 cards? It's a Yogg. Ugh. So it's Yogg. I have a list up right now. I'm checking. Hippocampic Mechanocytes is in there. That's awful. And an SMC. Our last 3 cards are Yogg, Hippocampic, we get SMC. We have like no reason to draw, barring the fact that we could like run archives for free. Not Resing Moon. Moon. Yeah. There's Moon value there. So R&D is unknown. So I do think we have Pinhole threading server 3. That's the Melange for sure. Okay, so he's back to clicking for credits. This we can run last click. It's totally fine. This we break for 1. This we break for free. So we're going to run server 8. We just need to get this to 6. Because it's unknown on top of R&D, unless I did my math wrong. Did I do my math wrong? It's 40C, pray for Mogo. Oof. Just gotta check the log. We put Melange on the bottom, so we know the top has to be clear. Yeah, so we should check that. So I think we're just gonna click for a credit here, and then we'll just run. Again, this is free. This is 1 credit. This is free. So this is pretty cheap, let alone we'll get a free card draw. We don't have to break the tagger. Yeah, I guess we don't. You're right. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, totally. Sick. Oh, so I'm not going to run anymore. That doesn't need a fire. Yeah, you're right. This is a free run. figured you were trying to get to the surveyor strength. No, that's fine. Keeping broke was working well. Yeah, Reyna's ability is like totally fine in a limited format where like economy is bad. It does stuff. This is free. Come on. Biotic. Okay, whatever. We have a hunting grounds? Whoa. So where's the hippocampic? Oh, we cut it. That's why we haven't seen it. Oh, actually, hold on. No, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. This is actually good because it means we can run Cortex Lock for free. Sorry, thinking. Right, this is worth installing. In theory, it lets us go through Cortex for free. It's not the worst. Hacktivist is like whatever. Hunting Grounds is worth its install cost. It deals with Toll Booth, right? Like it's fine. I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay. I think if Sax loses this game, it's 100% on that moon getting farmed for turtle counters. Yeah, well, for what it's worth, like we could have farmed server 2 or server 6. So I wouldn't be that critical about it. Sorry, hand size. I saw the SOC trash and had to panic. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Obviously it was bad, but like it's not like they can res server 2 and or res server 6. So it's not the end of the world. And like eventually, obviously now we can run HQ for free. So we know every card largely and a biotic. So top of R&D is unknown. Biotic will be a 7 cost win condition, but he doesn't have any more 3/2s. So let me double check to make sure that's correct. Yeah, so the biotic is actually not as useful. This changes the game entirely. Fuck. Damn, trashed 4 cards. Ugh. All right, well now at least HQ is like open for business. HQ is wide open for business. And I do think we have to check archives. I do think he might be putting something in there. That being said, like with government takeover, it's such a liability. So like here, he has to put something in server 3 if he's drawn an agenda. He just has to. So like we just install the SMC, smash HQ, run archives. Take a core damage. Like we don't care. Because he has to purge and like to score out, he's going to need some credits. Oh, never mind. What did he put back? Fully operational Jeeves, daily quest, red level clearance. Okay, those are good. How do we abbreviate government takeover? GT. I think people do GT. That's a sad fully op, but I think you could take anything. Watch out for CBS. Oh, CBS is in archives. You're right. Yeah, never mind. We don't check that. Thank you. I only watch out for modifiers. Red level? 2 credits? All right, so make your own subliminal. Dire times. And the thing is, there's nothing on the table that he can score out that we're actually worried about. And gain a credit. So 3 cards in hand. I don't think there's snare. There's a June bug, maybe. So I do think we just slap this. Let's go. Don't play your console. Consoles makes you weak. Oh, damn. What? Wait. That's 6. That ain't GG. Why is that GG? I'm on 6 points. No, we still have a game. Oh, because their ID. So it plays to 6. Game on. All right, we need another agenda. Okay. I'm willing to concede at this point. What? I'm struggling. No, I'm struggling. I'm struggling to close it out. They have a remote server. Like I don't think they should give up. Like here we run HQ, run RD in the other order. Slash clear win. Oh, thank you. I didn't know that was a real thing. I'm gonna do that against all my wins. Just out of respect. Yeah, okay. That's the 1 card they kept. That tracks. And then we'll run R&D. Wait, can you do this? Yeah, this actually removes a tag, so it does change game state. So even if you have no cards, it's fine. Just give myself a tag. Skip out the middle person. So either do you want to break this for free or for 1 credit, we'll do free. I want to find that government takeover so bad. I feel like if that's in the remote server, we're okay with our life, right? I feel like we're okay with that if it's in the remote server. And so like it's really awkward what he drafted because he doesn't have anything that fits into the slot now. Like he has no more 2-point agendas. So he has to score. Oh no, he has nothing. So it's either superconducting hub, the government takeover. How many points is there left? Wait, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, literally he only has a superconducting hub, a government takeover. Oh, Estelle Moon's doing something. Was every game today that long? No, most of them were actually really short. I think I won on turn 3. This is by far the longest. Estelle Moon drew a card. No, this is by a mile the longest game. So it's a daily quest. Okay, that's fine. So we know what that server is. So now we just have to access on centrals. Again, he has to be playing 18 to 19 agenda points. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he's on government takeover, we know. So that's 18. So there's probably only 3 to 2 agendas. Yogchamp. We have it. I don't want to check archives though. Stop asking me. Biotic. Okay. It's the only card we know in hand, so let's kind of figure out some more. I'm surprised they haven't purged Me Too. For what it's worth, though, oh, that's good to trash. For what it's worth, it's not that important, right? Because like purging doesn't keep us out of R&D, doesn't keep us out of HQ. Purging only keeps us out of their remote server, but like they have to get their economy up, so it doesn't really matter because we can still run R&D and HQ for free. I'm calling GT and archives. I think you might be right. Just the cost to check. We would have to do it next turn. It's just the GT. Oh my god, you're right. Oh, it's just the GT. Yeah, it goes to 18. You're 100% right. It's just a government takeover, which like he can maybe score on a remote server. That's the problem. Is the government takeover gets on the remote server, he can still win. It's just such a grind. Oh, I'll take a tag. Unless it's in archives. If it's in archives, he 100% loses, and then he just decks out. So that's fine. Like we don't have to do anything. Ugh. We don't have to do anything that we win unless they try and score GT. And I don't know if he actually can score out GT before he decks himself. Oh, he just blew up a clearance. Yeah, so now he 100% can't win. He just cannot score out before the game's over. It's okay if we purge, but I don't want to check archives. Yeah, because then he might have a window to push. But that being said, like putting the government takeover is it. Yeah, okay, that's it. So that's it. Yeah, so that's a GG. Is it a last card in HQ? It's the GT. We'll find out. We'll find out the old way. But yeah, no, that game was over. Just because I forgot the only agenda he had left has government takeover, and he has no way to score it out. Yeah. Is the GT in archives? Just drew it. Oh, okay. There we go. GG. Woo. Cool. Let's jump back in. 1 second. Hey.
Oh my god, what a game!
Yeah, that was a long one. Hold on 1 second. I'll just put your camera back up. You decent?
Oh sure.
Cool. Yeah, that was wild.
So 3 things.
Yeah.
I should have rezzed Estelle Moon the same turn I played her.
Yes, probably.
Because I installed 2 assets that same turn.
Oh yeah.
And I never had a good opportunity to res her again.
Yep.
And then I settled for a bad one. I chalk that up to not knowing the card, but still frustrating.
It's a nuanced card. For what it's worth, so like chat was talking about it because obviously that's the server I bumped Amaku off of, and I think like still at that point I have 2 other servers to bump off of it, so it's not the end of the world. But the problem is like, yeah, as soon as I steal the last 2-pointer, like you have to score the government takeover out, which is really difficult.
I had a plan.
Yeah.
I biotic labor install Junebug.
Oh yeah. I don't run it.
Now you have to spend the rest of the game wondering which one is which.
I don't think
one decision.
that you can have enough money to score out a government takeover, because obviously it'll be where your daily quest is before you run out of cards.
So, you know the turn you trashed the Junebug?
Yeah.
I had 9 credits. that
So,
was going to be the turn.
but what were you going to do with 9 credits?
I would have to install advanced Junebug,
Uh-huh.
and then just keep advancing it.
Okay. Yeah,
And then
maybe.
you have to decide. You have to make one decision. That's it.
Yeah.
Is it the takeover or isn't it? And I have to survive 6 RNDXs.
Yeah, I saw the
So-
index and I saw 5 of them and I was like really kicking myself. I was really kicking myself too, man. I had the Shadow Net and I knew you were playing News Team and then I cut it.
Oh, wait,
Right?
wait.
Like
Had I picked News Team already?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Then it's just yeah, that's bad. That's a never install situation, and it still gets your hand.
Yeah. I have to go like search for it.
I was sad faced with just how weak my R&D defense was,
It
despite spending 11 credits on it.
It looked really good until it like very obviously wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like very easy to tell what was in server 3 because your deck only has 3 upgrades, and I did look at the list unfortunately. So like I knew you had CBS in there, and I thought you would like CBS and R&D at some point, like CBS and Excalibur with the indexing which to play. But I knew that if you did that, like I just run server 3. So it was like a really weird fork, and then obviously I had to keep the Jeeves down because I knew there's a Pyrek in there, but you still got it off with the you cheated that out somewhere. The Cali testing, right, which I knew was in there too.
So the turn before that
Mhm.
would have been even sweeter if the Cali tested, but yeah, because it would have just been a straight quad advance.
Yeah, that would be cool.
The money was always just a little tight.
Yeah, no, for sure. I left the Sunday for too long.
I don't think I played this particularly optimally.
Okay.
But I feel happy with the way this game went. I don't think that I played terribly either.
We were making interesting decisions, which was cool. Like we had to decide what to go. My economy was bad, and then the Aaron comes down that you realize rogue trading is like really, really good. That's always like a nice transition. But no, it was cool. It was cool.
I think Loki on R&D would have not made a huge difference. It would have been just a 2-3 more credit tax. It wouldn't have significantly changed things for you.
Yeah, maybe not.
I think Surveyor Toll Booth made sense in the context of scoring a 5-3.
Yep.
But the Nisei Make 2 needed to come 3-4 turns earlier, and it didn't.
If you get the Nisei Mark 2, you win.
That's kind of my thought.
Yeah,
but
because you had a good remote.
Different ones.
Yeah. No, for sure. And then once that's out, you have to score government, and like such a nightmare. I was like doing my math wrong.
Government takeover was only happening with a bluff.
Yeah. No, but it's so good. Like if you didn't draft Junebug, like just getting one advanced on trap is like the world of difference. Let alone that's like the perfect one for that.
Yeah, but I think with 4 cards you tech it, so I have to biotic it out, which means I have to have excess money.
Oh, I understand why you're saying biotic. So it's at the point where it kills me. Yeah, that's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
And I had the hedge fund.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is off. Off by a bit. In any event, good game.
Yeah, good game.
Very good game.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. That was wild.
That's gonna. I gotta wrap up the stream at this point. Do you want to plug your? What can we say about this website? So like this is A&R Grid Drafter. I have it up on my stream right now. So you've been working on this for a while.
Yeah.
So a couple things. Firstly, the website, the link for this, it's all gonna be in the description. If people want to hit you up either with praise, with feedback, with anything like that, how can they get hold of you?
So probably the easiest is my YouTube channel.
Okay.
Subscribe, join, comment on the vids. I'm very active there. I respond to people, etc. I don't have a whole social media presence or whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Discord and GLC, and I'm very approachable.
You're with the same handle on Discord?
Yeah, BountyHunterSAx across the board. Twitch is the only weird one where it's like BountyHunterSAx 2.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I got locked out of my original account because hackers.
Oh, fuck. Sorry to hear that. That's never fun.
It's fine. I mean, it's Netrunner appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, probably sooner rather than later, I don't know. At some point, I'm hoping to put up one video, 20-30 minutes with all 3 of these tools. How do you get to instructions?
Okay.
But as it is, they're not hard to figure it out.
Yeah.
If you know what they do.
No, and like we rolled back. We played the older version, which has no like net sync stuff. But like, if you can just get on with your friend on Discord or on whatever Zoom and share your screen, like there's no issues with it whatsoever. Like this isn't all meant to be a celebration of public information. So it actually is kind of like par for the course. And
the bug that kept us out, it's the first time I've seen that. Like I've done multiple times without that bug. So I'm hopeful that we can get the database sync working at some point.
Yeah, I've no doubt it's just a matter of time. But it's you know, if a bug's gonna come up, it's gonna come up when you show it publicly. That's how it works. You know? So
That's why we had the backup ready to go.
Yeah, no, and it's great. You also mentioned there's other stuff you're working on for drafting stuff. So there's a version of this that, from what I understand, you said actually works really well, which is the Winston Draft, which is like the
Oh yeah.
three piles type thing that Richard Garfield made, if I'm not mistaken.
Do you have the link handy? Let me
No, I
throw
don't.
that to you real quick.
Yeah.
Just
Also, huge shout outs. Again, all this stuff is going to be linked. Also, if you want to watch another stream with drafting, Ba Ramu joined Ahmad on Saturday, and there's VODs for that. I've watched through that. It's good fun. So we'll have the link to that. And of course, huge shout out. Again, you can put in any cube you want to this, but huge shout out for the folks that have been still maintaining a StimHack cube for what I think has been now 8 years. Maybe it's different folks at this point, but like the Google Doc here, the list, they're all really, really good stuff. Extra chanting Winston.
I threw you the link on Discord.
Oh, sick. 1 second.
Sure, take your time. I'd never heard of this. Is actually really funny. I had never heard of Winston drafting. Ixerin on YouTube left me a comment about it, and I was like, I think I can do it. And then 6 hours later, I have like the rudimentary, and then Powerless Cube jumps in and like teaches me more about debugging than I ever knew, and boom, it's great. Okay, so there you go. So you hit host and your opponent hits join. Did you pick a game name?
No, I just hit the button. I just smashed buttons like an absolute buffoon. Game name? Yeah, Bandrago.
Bandrago? Sounds good. So yeah, this one is, again, server synced, and it has to be server synced.
So I'll start game?
Sure.
Okay.
So you're doing a 90 card Winston draft versus me, and the card pool is just whatever you copy paste into that box.
Cool. And you do runner first, Corp, whatever order you want, but we're only doing one side at a time.
Correct.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm not actually playing this out.
Yeah. Can you join so we can see what it looks like? How do I hit?
Oh yeah, hit okay.
Okay, hit okay. Okay, cool. So it's been a minute, but how Winston Draft works, basically a card gets added to a pile. You can either choose that card, or that's as far as I get with my explanation.
Sure. So these are 3 stacks.
Yeah.
I'll call them Winston stacks. You are privately looking at inside job. The fact that I'm on your stream looking at your stream is, of course, cheating.
Yeah.
So you can choose to take inside job or go to the next card.
Yes. So I would take inside job, but let's go to the next card.
So go to next deck?
Yeah. So I'm on orchestra.
Notice how the deck went from 87 to 86? That top card of the deck was now put on top of the left stack. You don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But you do know Black Orchestra.
Yes.
You want it?
No. So we'll go to the next one. So now there'll be 2 on this stack as well. And I'm left with Black Hat, which I have to take because there's no other stack.
No. You can go one further and take off the deck.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Sick. I didn't know that. Drafted Mazazi. Okay, that could have gone better. But now the idea is that player 2 is going to go. And if player 2 wants to take any of the stacks, first they look at the left stack, they pass, they go to the next stack. Every time they pass, they add a card. But now if Ahmad wants to draft this, he gets both the cards. So he gets inside job plus something else.
And a lockpick.
It's a lockpick, right? And now if he passes and then takes something else, I'll get to that stack. They'll have 3 cards. So the idea is the cost of passing sweetens the pot, which is a really nice system because it's not going to be like there's a stinker somewhere that no one wants to take. Because eventually drafting 5 cards, at least 2 of them are going to be good enough that's worth. So now, how do I look through them? Oh, I just click. Oh, that's really good.
Click on top.
Oh, that's super easy to use. Oh, that's sick.
Right? I like it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Rotate through it. Actually, there was just so much. When I made the first of these tools 2 weeks ago, I didn't know JavaScript, I didn't know CSS, and I barely knew HTML. So making this one is like starting with a foundation instead of starting with straw and then building on a foundation.
It goes faster.
So it was way more robust just out the gate. And the synchronization is perfect.
Yeah.
So hidden information, preserved, all that.
This is sick. And like, I just want to shout out, like we talked about at the beginning of the stream, limited formats is something that's kind of undersung in Netrunner. And it's kind of intimidating for some folks for sure to put together a cube and have, like 400, 500 cards put together that they're, are not part of their collection. It's hard to integrate or extricate. This is so much of a simpler way to do it. Obviously, you just do this online and then play on JNet. So you and your friends could do this at lunch and then go on JNet and jam games. Like it doesn't take long to draft these decks. But on top of it, I want to also recommend if you do have just jam up all your Parhelion cards together and you can Winston Draft yourself or all your null signal cards and just Winston Draft with your collection. It's such a fun thing to do on tabletop as well. I'm taking this
would say that. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I would say that if grid drafting is strategically like chess. Your move, counter moves, studying your opponent's drafts, making the perfect choice, knowing everything because there's virtually no hidden information.
Mhm.
This is like poker.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information, but there's also a lot of missing information, and there's a lot of guessing. Do I double down or what have you?
Yes. There's always a secret. There's always something that slips through, which is it's nice if you want surprise.
Jennifer, thank you for saying so. And by all means.
It's okay. It works.
Oh, you left me a Stargate? Oh no, you didn't.
I didn't
leave me
know
a
that.
Stargate.
You got the Stargate.
You didn't know
Yeah,
that
I
you were
didn't
giving me a
know.
Stargate.
That's fine.
So see, falsified credentials by itself, probably not worth it.
In limited,
add
I
a
like
Stargate
it.
and a Cyberdelia, snap key.
Yeah, but that's because of the Cyberdelia. All right. I'm going to take this last drive, but this is sick. Again, link for this is in the description. This seems to work. It seems to work. It could work. If there's any feedback.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood, obviously. If you have any feedback, if any suggestions, any of this up, you know where to hit Ahmed with suggestions. And again, we talked about there's a third kind of drafting that Ahmed's been working on, which is like the Hearthstone draft. The idea that here's 3 cards, just pick one. And that's really quickly because you just make 30 decisions, you get a 30 card deck. It is the power level of a Hearthstone draft deck, which is going to be worse than all the other options, but still a fun game mode for sure. Cool.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. It's not at a place to share just yet, but it's getting there.
Yeah, soon.
If any of you have interest in like just mentioning the Discord GLC, there's a section on the Discord for developing tools and creators and whatnot. And that's where there's been a lot of chit chat. And yeah, no, the community has been just wonderful support. I would love to see this take off more. It was super fun to play tonight.
Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, thanks for joining me for this, by the way. I had a lot of fun. I've never done Corp Draft. It's really exciting. Again, it's something I think you can pick up and play way faster than we did. We were hanging out in chat, but like as just a cool thing to do, it's really great. And it has endless replayability. Just keep changing your pool, keep trying to figure it out. It's great. You know I have the interest. Of course you do, Xrun. Awesome.
Thank you so much for having me to your channel tonight.
Yeah, no, my pleasure.
Folks, I stream as well, and it's not just ANR, but it's a hell of a lot of it. So feel free to sub on my channel as well.
Sick. So again, link for that will be in the description. Ahmed, thanks once again for joining me and putting all the effort into these tools. I've no doubt a lot of folks are going to enjoy these tools, myself included. So that's great. Thanks again.
Thanks so much, Andre. Have a good night, everyone.
Cheers. And that's going to be it for the stream. We'll be back in a week. We have some videos coming up on the weekend, but thanks so much for hanging out and we'll see you in a bit. Ciao, ciao.